channel, the Trainers channel, the People's channel. Salute to everybody on the live. I see you, Anthony Peterson. What's cracking? So, definitely want to recap on tonight's fights that we just watched. Josh Taylor versus Catterall. Very close fight. Want to really dive in, but then I want to go even deeper about the 140 division itself. Right after that, who can Josh, Taylor fight next? Who do you think Catterall should go after next? Salute to Edwin de los Santos. ¿Cómo estamos? What's going on? Edwin. Can't wait to see Edwin fight real soon as well. Salute to everybody on the panel as well. Make sure you guys smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in. Also, we got a poll going up here. The poll is who can Josh Taylor beat? In your eyes, can he beat a Devin Haney? Can he beat a Subir Matias? Can he beat, Teofimo Lopez? Can he beat any of those guys? And if you think he could beat one of those guys, who do you think he could beat? Um, get yourself in the poll, make a vote. Let me know who you guys think. Th- Three of the top champions. I mean, I don't want. And if you guys think that, hey, Pitbull Cruz should be there, just write it in the comments, and we'll get to it. All right, let's get into the fight. If you guys want to call in, the phone lines are now open. HLD in the building, Kirk Jones in the building. What's going on? I see a lot of people. Dream in the building. What's going on? Dream more in the building. Salute, salute. Um, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, at the end of the fight, Bob Arum was tight. He was mad. Uh, he believed that the scorecards were off. Everybody could really agree that the scorecards were off, but Bob Arum was saying that Josh Taylor won that fight. We got a couple people here in the comment section here that we have here. Jack was an easy decision. We have Taylor won the fight. We have different perspectives here, so I can't wait to tap in. People, press the join in button, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know when you guys think about the fight as well. Get yourselves in the comments and smash that like button as well. So improve the visibility of the show. It's a lot of love, so that way we can really get more eyes on the show. Okay, so let's dive into the fight. I looked at it as it was a close fight. It was a better fight than the first fight. The first fight was very controversial. I looked at these guys' performances. Okay, it was an up and down two half of the fight. Right, we had Taylor is coming on and saving you could tell he was just a way more conditioned guy coming off of a loss with Teofimo Lopez. He has a different type of a hunger, right? So I'm pretty sure he's training better. He looked like he had a great camp, right? He's throwing combinations, but let's be honest, Josh Taylor is a very one-dimensional type of a fighter. He doesn't know how to make adjustments well. He tends to bang. He tends to fall into all his shots. He doesn't have distance control, and he tends to fight just a war type of a thing. And the bad thing about it is at 140 pounds, I think he's probably been at 140 pounds for too long. He's been there probably his whole career, I believe, and he should have moved up to welterweight. And by looking at it, is it just the umph in the punch? It's not there. He has speed in the punch, but he doesn't have any explosion. And he's just throwing it um, just from like measurements. You know what I mean? Just to create punches because he knows when you're a boxer and you're sparring and you're not knocking people out. You have to throw combinations. You got to figure out what is you, right? And we see that that's what Josh Taylor tends to do. And if he's in there with a stronger puncher, which I believe that Jack Catterall was definitely the stronger puncher tonight, especially with that jab. Today was the battle of the southpaws, um, but I seen some differences in Catterall's game. Catterall, not as conditioned as the first fight. He got tired. Also, I seen that he's sitting on his punches a lot more in this fight versus the last fight, knowing that this fight he can't let it go to the scorecards. So I don't blame him. But in the same time, just seeing that there was so many flush shots that Taylor had thrown at Catterall, and Catterall ate him. I mean, Catterall got like a head like a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? He's a strong dude. And it just seems to me that they want a trilogy. I could see that this is no way going to be a trilogy because he's gonna Josh Taylor. He did himself a disservice, really. Just playing into a that type of a game plan, because to me, I looked at it was the second part of the stretch. We seen that Josh Taylor was coming on to that second gear, not doing bad at all. Josh Taylor, he doesn't know how to move his head, so he's always at the end of the fight. Josh Taylor's always beat up, right? He doesn't really know how to move his head. And in this fight particularly, it was the jab. It was the stiff jab. And it was sometimes he was throwing Catterall three stiff jabs in a row. Do you know how good your timing is when you landing like three stiff jabs in a row? Because the jabs are not coming in as fast because you're trying to like give it a little right, put a little more weight on it, right? So he's landing three stiff jabs in a row, and I'm like, wow, this kid's not going to move his head at all throughout the fight. Um, anyway, later into the stretch, you see that Josh Taylor is testing the conditioning of Catterall, which was impressive because you start to see that Catterall is you know, when he threw combinations and hurt Taylor, I felt like there was a few times in the fight he could have got him out of there. Why he didn't get him out of there? Conditioning, conditioning. I think when you people don't understand when you are trying to become like that killer, it's a certain type of conditioning that you have to have, especially when you see that someone is not conditioned. When you in there in front of somebody that's not conditioned, you should be able to get that person out of there, take advantage of the camp that they had. Sometimes people be like, I had a bad camp, right? Well, there it is. So, nevertheless, good fight. Is it worthy of a trilogy? That's going to be on another poll. Because I really want to know what the people believe, because I mean, I don't know. I see so many big fights for Catterall now. Think about it, right? Eddie Hearn at 140 pounds got a major stable. He can keep Catterall busy, and it seems to me no trilogy, right? HLD. I mean, we could see that if the trilogy happens, Catterall gets him out of there. Salute to Jackie Hernandez, Bam Bam Boogie in the building, HLD in the building, all members of Mill City Boxing. Salute to y'all. Love my community. I appreciate it. Also, I want to thank everybody too for supporting, man. I really appreciate you guys for supporting. It's been really like I'm very thankful. Um, but let's keep this thing going, right? So yeah, I don't think we should have a trilogy. I know that Bob Arum was furious. He said he at the end he said he doesn't want to have any American fighter go out to overseas. Now, while this is all happening, we have Eddie Hearn with a smile on his face from ear to ear. That was a moment there at the end of the night, right? At the end of the fight, I seen that. Um, damn, Bob, he got that attitude, man. Like I ain't gonna hold you. He got that like I don't give a damn attitude. And what do you guys think about that as well? No American fighters going out to overseas. Like, do you think that he's serious about that? Because I mean, we like that this cross promotion that's happening here, that we get to see these certain fights happen now. The fights that we didn't think that were gonna happen, the fights that are supposedly money is in the way. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Punch Drunk Boxing in the building. Salute, salute. We gotta know the first caller. First caller. Salute, salute. So yeah, I mean, so many things in the makings for Catterall at this point in time. But once again, I want to recap on what I seen in this fight with Catterall versus the last one. His legs. I think that because I don't believe that he was probably sitting on his punches. He's 30 years old now, right? 2 years later, right? He's 30 years old now. You fought him when he was 28. So you don't know what happens with the legs. Is he sitting on his leg? If he's sitting on his punches because his legs he lost his bounce? Is that what it is? He lost his bounce? Because if he lost his bounce, then I understand why you sitting on your punches. Look at Lara. Lara lost his bounce, and look what he's doing. He's sitting on his punches more. You know what I mean? Salute to Punch Jump Boxing in the building. What's going on, Punch?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo, my man Punch, just when I wanted to see, I know you gonna tell me, but Mills, all right.
What's up, Pete?
That whole fight.
What was that?
Lie to you. When I watched the whole fight, I'm not gonna lie to you. This man looked like he didn't have no power. He was too hesitant in throwing that jab, trying to find his range too much. Don't get me wrong, he had certain times in the fight he showed me a little spark, but then Jack kept catching him every time with that right, and them combos was fucking him up. And then the hit to the body was hitting him. He didn't like the hits to the body. And I'm looking at Taylor. I'm like, are you gonna swing? Or are you gonna go back? Don't wait till late rounds to try to get back in the fight when he's tired. And that's what ended up happening. He waited till the long stick. But Bob Aero had me dying. Bob said, I'm not bringing Barefoot ever over here to fight again. Bob, you can't get mad that he lost. He lost. Take it. But I know you. But one more thing before I let y'all do y'all thing. All I know is this, right? Why was Eddie Hurst smiling like that when he was going off in the ring?
He went off on him.
Eddie was sitting there, hands folded, smiling like, damn, I got you. I think there was some money behind that fight.
Hey.
I think it was some money that we didn't know. I think Eddie Hearns and Bob Arum probably bet each other on this fight. And let's just say somebody took the loss and had to go in the ring and throw a fit.
Punch. Talk to me. What you thought about the fight, bro?
Yeah, I feel like it's a Teofimo effect too, but I feel like ever since he lost to Teo, it took his style out. Dímelo, Milcity!
What's crack-a-lackin'?
I had it a draw. I had it 114. I had the last round a swing round, and I gave it to Jack Catterall, so it could have gone 115, 113, Josh Taylor. But I could also see somebody may have it 115, 113, Jack Catterall, but the scorecards was a payback corruption, payback political. I'm not mad that he won. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's almost like two wrongs don't make a right. Feel me?
100%. 100%. Is that how y'all feel? Is that how y'all feel? Like, do you feel like it was that close? That is that what you were saying, Punch? My bad. I seen you got cut off there.
I'm gonna say it was a little close, but when Jack called him and when he called him and Wisconsin was falling back, Taylor was falling back, I'm like, all right, but he ain't finished his food. I don't know what's up with these fighters and not finishing their food on that plate. Like, he was ready to go after you caught him with that right. Why did you slow down? Well, Jack Catterall, right? Yeah, why did you slow down when you had him, bro? Like, I don't get that. There's a lot of fighters that I be seeing just slow down on their food. Finish your food.
But that's what I was saying. That is like earlier before I put the call-ins. I said that he didn't come in condition in this fight. This fight, he had his hands down a lot, and that's a sign when you see a fighter that he has his hands down all the way down to his hips.
If we go by the 4 criterias, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of jab work, great jab work by Catterall. But in the professional level, when Josh Taylor's still landing some power shots to the body as well, he's the one that has the effective aggression. The defense, both of these guys was getting hit, so it was a tie when it comes to defense. But I think that it was still a Josh Taylor pace. I think it was for the most part, especially in the second half of the fight, was the Josh Taylor pace. It was effective aggression by Josh Taylor. He was landing some good shots and good to the body. And, Catterall had some good counters, but those counters was mostly jabs. So this is a close fight, but I think that they wasn't crediting Josh Taylor's pace of the fight, the effective aggression, and he was landing some power shots,
Yeah, absolutely. HLD in the building. What's going on? HLD in the building. What's going on? What you thought about the fight, hermano?
It was an entertaining fight in the second half. I mean,
better than the first one, right? Better than the first one, right, guys?
No, it was better than the first one. But the first. No, well, yeah, but Taylor wasn't on any shit on that fight. I mean, he really wasn't. Not like, at least in this fight, he showed that he had some dog in him. But in that last fight, I didn't see the dog Taylor. But I'm not too mad at the decision itself. I'm not. They're just the white scorecards. They're just disrespectful, very disrespectful. And you gotta love. Man, come on, man. Bob Arum, New Yorker. What the fuck you expect? What the fuck you expect from a fucking Jew from New York? So I mean, that was lovely, man. Abuelito Arum, man, talking his shit. But
you know what would be epic?
His body, man.
You know what would be epic to watch? See the cameras of him going to inside the ring, go through the ropes, like with the pace.
That's gonna come out.
Huh?
That's gonna come out. Somebody already got that somewhere. It's gonna come out, bro.
But he's a G though.
Yeah,
he's a G. He's a G. So obviously the scorecards, they were bad, but he's coming off here saying that it was a robbery. I mean, what you think? I mean, I think that running it with the robbery situation, I think that's a little much.
Robbery, my ass. You just see somebody with their ass pumped. It wasn't a robbery.
Punch, we can't hear you.
The scorecards were just crazy, though. They were not that. Those scorecards were bullshit. No, it was almost like when you remember the Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, the first fight. It was a good fight. Yeah, it was a good fight. But that 118, 110, that's when people were screaming robbery. Not necessarily the outcome of the fight. It was the 118, 110 robbery that just said that it was no chance that Triple G would win that fight. The 117, 111, it was no chance that Josh Taylor was going to win that fight. I even seen a 10-10 round in the 6th round. A 10-10. Yeah, they scored it a 10-10, bro. But Bob Arum has a point to what he said, and he didn't say it. We don't know it. It's a specific board, members to a board that are judging this fight.
Facts.
You see, and that's what Bob Arum is not at least pointing out, is that they're not randomly out there. They're to a specific board, and so that's why he's saying it. What he's saying. I like the scorecard. I liked it. It's just like I said. Josh Taylor waited too long on them late rounds. He waited. You like them scorecards? Yo, get out of here, bro. You gotta say he like the scorecard. You must have won money. You must have won money. Nah, you must have won money. Now, officially, I'm trolling, bro. I want to say really 116 to 113. 116, 113? Yeah, Jack. I give it like that because there's certain, like I said. I know what it is. Just say it. Say it. I know what it is. Effect. It was that if Josh Taylor beats Catterall, it will age well for Tio. Just say it. Nah. And because he lost, it's like. No, it's just. I feel like every time when somebody fight a good fighter, two good fighters fight, it's like the fighter is still broken, still think he's fighting that same fighter. Just like Ugas versus Mario Barrios. He still thought he was fighting Spitz and got his eye closed again. My man, but again, the decision. I don't think nobody's mad at the decision. Yeah. The scorecards were bullshit, and you on some bullshit too. So 116 and 113 is not fair. No, the ones that the judges had. Yeah, that's bullshit. I cannot see Catterall winning 8 rounds. No. I can't see him winning 8 rounds. 7-5 at best.
Do you guys think that Taylor should have moved up a long time ago?
Yeah, he's cooked, bro. You can see that he's cooked, man, and it's got to be because of the business. You know what I mean? Has him there, because but he should have been out. He should have been out at 147, 2 years ago at least. Josh Taylor's ego is what really lost the fight. First and foremost, if it's a non-title fight, you want a rematch. Now you fighting me at 147 anyway. It's the fight that sells. This is not a non-title fight. Why do I have to first? Why am I giving up? I'm gonna fight you in the UK. That's number one. I'm gonna fight you in front of your people, and I'm gonna fight you at 140. Well, he should. He should have taken the IV so he could come in at 165. He would have been okay.
What?
So Devin Haney.
One thing I'm gonna say, Catterall looked big today. Pause.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He did look a little big. I'm like, hold on. And he's a stump though, so he bulks up in a way, you know what I mean?
He bulks up, but today he was yeah, you know what I mean?
He looked big. Josh Taylor looked like he just don't look good at that weight no more.
So they're talking about supposedly him fighting the winner of Paro and Matias.
I mean, that's what Eddie Hearn liked that. Yeah. Eddie Hearn liked that, but I mean, let's be honest. If he fights Matias, it's over. All that little hands down shit, it's not gonna work. We wasn't thinking about a Matias fight. The only
hands down.
If you mentioned it, I mean, I won't trust. To be honest, I won't trust him.
What you mean?
The only fight that's good for Catterall is Haney. I wouldn't trust the Catterall fight if I would like. I already know I could see.
You think Catterall's good for Haney?
What about Catterall versus Tio? I won't trust. I won't trust. Matias team that I won't trust. I won't trust fighting Catterall in England.
Oh, I got you.
No, it's something about that. It's just you gotta win over there. You have to knock them out. Nah, they gotta win over here, man. No, I'm talking about over in England. He's a champion. If you going home, if you're gonna play over in England and you're not home in the U.S., you gotta knock them out because you can't win by the scorecard. The numbers, I'm telling you, is gonna be they're gonna look at Matias' number. His numbers on in his next fight is not overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna want that Catterall versus Matias in England.
La Linda on the same day as Tank.
Was it? Remember we had this conversation, Mel, about politics.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. So let's let the politics talk. Do you want Matias to fight Catterall in the UK?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I don't want it.
But with Matias, to me, it's different, guys. I thought we were gonna hold this shit up to where he's at. He's gonna fucking knock him out.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. I it's not like I wouldn't want it. I don't want it, pero in my head I'm saying que se joda también because it's gonna be the same result. Like Pete said, you ain't winning no freak with that type of shape that you was in. Oh my goodness, you out of there. You out of there before 6. 5 or 6 rounds. You're not with your hands down like that. You're done.
No, you're not, bro. You can't take somebody harassing you like how Matias do all around that ring, pumping you. Do you think Matias is gonna be like Taylor, man, with just doing shit in the first half of the fight like that? No. Maybe 2 rounds. I want to know what the hell Taylor was thinking the first 4 rounds. I just want to know, like, what the hell was he thinking? You're steady letting this man hit you with jabs that you can move. I didn't see a lot of head movement. He delayed his head movement was really delayed halfway all the time. I'm gonna say it like this. Listening, I really listen to the play-by-plays and stuff like that. But listening this time to Timothy Bradley, if you was watching the fight, you would think that Catterall is pitching a masterclass. Yeah, he's a fucking moron, bro. Like, he ain't say nothing really good about Josh Taylor until there was like 1 round. That was like the 8th round. Josh Taylor had 1 good round. That was
Taylor was coming on at the second half when he was testing that gas tank. I seen that Catterall was giving away some rounds because he couldn't match the pace.
You know what I'm saying? Catterall was throwing all his shit during the whole first couple rounds.
Well, no, he threw some hard shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. He threw a lot of hard shit that was affecting him. And that's one thing about like doing sprint work is like you can get those combinations and keep doing those combinations and that's how you make a killer because not everyone can hit you with 1 punch and get you dazed. Sometimes you need like 3 shots.
What it is that people are coming out with these signs that road work is no mas. That they shortcut in their work. I believe in road work. I don't give a damn with anybody. I believe with the Hagglers and Muhammad Ali's and the and the Pacquiao's did. I believe in road work. Too many of these new strength and conditioning coach and stuff like abandoning the road work.
And then look at Bam Bam Boogie. He go and say like that cross promotion can happen. Look at like the zone and Top Rank today. Tio. Why can't Tio and Matias happen?
Because your man doesn't want to fight him, man. I think with the Catterall and Josh Taylor, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys was from over there. It just makes sense. I think the first fight was controversial. I think it makes sense for Matias and Tio, but is all the Matias team ready? Are they ready to have Matias in the ring with Tio? You got to see June 15th.
Yeah,
we didn't have to wait till June 15th.
Yeah,
and we're ready now. Say it.
Damn, it would have. I know that they're hyping, Xander now for the Puerto Rican parade day now, starting this year.
That's his date, man. That's it. That belongs to him now. Yeah. I think they should have just kept rolling kept doing it. You know what I'm saying, with him and Tio, and I think that was a good thing. Him being in the undercard of Tio. You don't want to fight in New York.
Oh yeah. Ahora after what Tio said, let's just do that.
He's gonna sell them tickets in that spear. Well, yeah, in Las Vegas, but I mean, he's talking about the state taxes, man. Fuck New York with that shit, man. Nah, you just gotta keep on. You gotta be patient, bro. You just gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? If you keep on looking at everybody else and everybody else's pockets and stuff like that, you're getting frustrated. Be patient. Nah, but when you're giving up 30%, 30 years old, you gotta be patient. Yeah, but it's not even about that. It's not even about that. How much you gonna give up to New York? No, man, that's crazy. That's your fan base, though. No, that's your fan base. That's Cotto's fan base. Is Cotto be like, I'm not gonna fight in New York because of tax? That's his fan. Hell no, he gonna go fight out there. He love New York. Have you noticed they've been selling everything? It's gonna be the next place. It's gonna be Florida. Everything's gonna be in Florida. Yeah, but remember the last time that they did in Florida because they wasn't selling out tickets over there with the Triller. Yeah, but both the zone and Top Rank are now putting money into Florida. They're making fights in Florida. They're trying to build that up in Florida because they all realize that, bro.
A lot of people are, though.
It's crazy, bro. But yeah, you're testing the water right now. You're just testing to see how it goes.
Adrian Broner's been testing Florida out too.
Lila, I'm gonna say it like this: a good regional fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say Bouts. Bouts is from Philly. He's gonna fight in Philly. You also gotta be touched, man, by the people. The people gonna see Boots. The people see Boots jogging in the street. Just like when he jogs Philly, jogs up these roads all the time. So a Tio in New York is not, I'm just gonna fight here. I gotta live out here.
Yeah,
I gotta be around. The people gotta see me, not go back to Florida, not go back to Vegas. This is where I'm from. This is where I'm from. Yes, bro, man. Who's gonna do that, man, with how New York is and expenses, bro? He gotta make that money. He gotta do it. He gotta keep working. Like Ryan Garcia keeps working in social media and keep promoting himself. He's everywhere. You gotta go to these fights. You gotta consistent. Everybody. It costs his money. It costs his money, man, and that's not worth it, bro. Nah, you gotta work. He can build that. He'll build a fan base in Miami. He will. Miami don't like going out. Latinos out there. Miami don't like going out. They don't even go to Miami Heat games unless they're deep in the playoffs. Exactly. People don't like going to Miami shit. The Marlins don't. Nobody goes to this shit. It's too hot out there. People don't like to be. Except for like the Miami Dolphins now because they're winning.
Damn, them tickets are cheap as hell. But anyway.
You ever been to a Miami Heat game?
Have I been to a Miami? Yeah, in Boston.
My dad said he was in the sun baking out there. I just think they gotta keep working.
X Blender X, thank you for the $4.99. If this was Matias in the ring, both would have been stopped. That weight cut is killing Taylor. Them weight cuts, man. Obvious. We've been telling people them weight cuts be killing them, man.
When he first came in the
fight, no me habla de weight cut. No me habla de weight cut.
No, I'm looking at him like, bro, you don't look good at that weight no more. Nah, matter of fact, I think he looked at drain and weight. Exactly, bro. If you look at it. But if you look at him in the second half, then the weight wasn't a problem. It wasn't. It wasn't a problem. He just, I don't know. I think it was.
He had a good.
I think it was because he wasn't throwing, bro. Why was he just missing his time? He kept trying to time.
Who wasn't throwing?
Sometimes he caught him. But it's Taylor. Like, why haven't you? Nah,
Taylor was throwing. What are you talking about? Taylor was pushing the pace.
No, I'm talking about. All right. Not in the first half. If you
yeah, because this guy was throwing heat. He was throwing heat.
Catterall looked like it was.
Catterall was throwing heat, and then you already know my man had to ride the ropes a little bit. Once, once Taylor's heat, once Taylor's heat was gone in the second half of the fight, then you know what I'm saying.
Catterall did to Josh Taylor what Josh Taylor did to Ramirez. It wasn't really that it was like a good move by Catterall in terms of a punch selection. It was the referee was talking to them, and right there when he stepped out, boom. That's when he called that one split second. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was that more so than anything. Only what he did to Jose Ramirez. Exactly. I don't know. I'm looking at the tax rate right now in New York. Fuck that. You're over $1 million. You gotta automatically pay $71,000 plus another 10%. Get the fuck out of here. That is crazy. Get the fuck out of here. No, I could understand why they don't want to fight. I'm saying it, but I've heard many other fighters they don't want to deal with it. Yeah, but I'm saying when you have New York, you don't have the complaints. That's what I'm saying. When you have New York, you ain't going to. You don't have the Tank. You sold out in New York against Ruby. You gotta have the endorsements, these sponsors, man. That's the one. You gotta have the people. People gotta feel you. Exactly. They don't feel you. You gotta build yourself up. Put yourself out there more. But then again, it's not up to Teal though. You know that. I think who's putting him over there? I think they maybe they see some unsuccessful. I don't think they thought that the numbers with Sandor Martin was gonna be bad like that.
Yeah, now Sandor Martin fighting Haney. They did a disservice with the Taylor fight. They fucked it up with the Taylor fight. Cause that should have been in the big one. With promotion. They didn't do any of that. Yeah, they should have switched up. They really fucked it up. They really fucked Teal over. I mean, that's obvious that the Top Ring has been fucking Teal over a lot of shit. They've been fucking a lot of fighters over. Sure. But in the end, you gotta keep on promoting yourself, your brand. Don't exactly. You see, like Tyson Fury when he didn't sit around waiting for Top Rank to promote him when he signed that $100 million deal. He was doing books. He went to WWE. He was doing a lot of shit outside the sport of boxing to keep his name. While we was waiting on that trilogy, he was ringing bells. He was doing other things. Yo, guys, let's to the personality of the fighter. If they got what it takes for that, you know what I mean? And I guess I don't know, man. You know, who can see how Crawford is, man, dries toast, and we got a lot of people they don't have that personality to do it. Who do you think Catterall could beat out of the champions? What, 140? Yeah. I think he could fuck with Haney, and he could. Because we got to remember how people looked against Giovanni, right? So maybe he could fuck. I can't say beat him, but I think it'll be a competitive fight with Haney and with Pitbull. He could make it competitive. To be honest, looking at everybody, they all show that they're all vulnerable. So you just don't come. I think all of them could get beat. Yeah, pretty much. I don't see nobody unstoppable. Like I don't see, like if you match them up. I don't see ain't nobody invincible. Real Matias has been beat before too. So who do you know? Everyone at 140 pounds has been beat. You know what I mean? That's been that's been tested. Invincible. That's been tested. You know what I mean? Well, I'll say he'll give Devin Haney that for his money. Look, Regis looked vulnerable. Jose Ramirez have looked vulnerable. Tio has looked vulnerable. Matias has looked vulnerable. Pitbull has looked vulnerable. Everybody. Either you take a loss or you just, there were some fights that you just ain't look good. You ain't look like Gary Antoine Russell. I believe if Victor Postal was a little bit younger. And we gotta talk about him and Puello. You know what I mean? I got Gary on that. Yo, one thing too. You think he gonna knock him out? I think he gonna knock him out. Depending, I think it'll take some time. Maybe I gotta look at. I think he knocks him out. When's the last time Puello fought? Has he fought since he's been suspended? Wait a minute. He might have. I think both of these guys are rusty, maybe. Yeah, they're both rusty, so this is perfect time. No, Antoine just fought last. I think we looked at. I thought he didn't fight, but I think he fought in August. When we looked it up last time, he fought late last year. Yeah, but he fought like a guy that like was like an undefeated prospect type kid. Like he wasn't really that good.
I didn't even know he fought him. I thought his last fight was posted.
No.
It makes it interesting though. The 140 pound is still interesting.
It's fire.
It's still stacked up. You know.
Yeah, like Haney losing didn't really do anything like.
But Aaron announced it today. You heard what a lot of fighters confident. You heard Eddie announce it today, right?
About him and Sandor?
Sandor Martin?
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you think that that's a tough fight for him? Do you guys think that he could?
It doesn't have to go to person. They could agree not go to person.
Shout out to Kurt Jones. Thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate you, Kurt Jones.
Especially now, how Bob Aaron feels. Remember, Sandor Martin signed with Top Rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, who's gonna want to? You think who's gonna pay? I don't know. Who's gonna pay more than $2 million for that fight? Hey, I think. I mean, did the value of Devin Haney increase or decrease? Decrease.
It has to decrease, and you have to take a pay cut. Period.
Exactly, and that's why I think before the fight with Ryan Garcia, because Eddie Hearn thought that Devin Haney was going to win, he's like, ain't nobody want to see that fight. Nobody will pay for that fight but now they're going to have to pay for that fight now. Now Devin Haney may have to take a pay cut though, you know. But that's why they fighting for so much. They fighting for that no contest so much, so they can get to when they get to the Sandor Martin fight, they promote it as this. He's still an undefeated champion. He's still a pound for pound champion. I already see Eddie Hearn already was promoted. I hope he just keep the same consistent with Conor Ben. I'm about to do something. I'm about to do a video out. This is your reaction to Conor Ben, and this is your reaction to Ryan Garcia. Hey, que tú sabes que sí. You do that, I'll tag Bobby on the Top Rank for a whole week straight on Twitter. Because the way that Eddie Hearn talking, I'm like, damn, you should have been talking like this about Conor Ben. Well, Conor Ben talking about he ate 36 eggs. I don't know about all that. Hey, how about that documentary, Pitbull? How about that documentary? No, the thing is, too, I want to know, can that was a good steroids too? That documentary was fire, bro. That was good. Hey, yo, why Victor Cota call me estúpido? I ain't call me estúpido. Hey, what's wrong with Victor?
And a moron. Don't forget.
He called me estúpido. Yo, damn, I got him. Yeah, bro. Hey. Bill's making sure he's gonna throw in the other one. I know moron. Twitter. Don't forget the moron. On Twitter. I'm just, I've just been tweeting some good stuff, some. Yo, when I be seeing you do that, I'm like, I'll be post everything. I'm like, get under that skin. I got him tight. Yo, when he got mad, I said, yo, what are you mad about? It's cold hard facts.
Oh yeah, but
I'm the stupidest person he ever met. I said, yo, somebody's emotional here. But you know why he did it though, right? You know why he responded? Because Ryan Garcia retweeted a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And Gervonta Tank Davis. And so Tank did too. So then, he got in his feelings. You know what I mean?
So the two top boxers.
Tank posted from this guy Nuke, and that shit has already got 1.5 million on.
Yeah, Nuke's been on my Twitter like heavy, tagging me on my shit too. He's going hard.
So
he's been getting the real good retweets.
I ain't trying to brag, but I'm still at that 5 million. So. Hey man, it's too much.
Hey, but real rap, right? Yo, top two guys at 140 pounds. Go.
Top two at 140.
Top two.
Sabril and T.O. Ryan.
Ryan's not at 140.
All right, Tio Matias. It's Tio Matias. Those are only top two dogs.
Tio Matias.
Devin's not going to get past them, and Isaac Cruz is not going to get past none of them two. I'm sorry. Because after the Cabral fight, I say this to everybody, Cabral got robbed. I don't like Isaac Cruz, how he fight, because when you're grabbing him, he throws headbutts, and the referees don't be wanting to call it all the time. Because he did that shit to Rolly twice, and it's like, you should have took points off of that. I give Pitbull a good chance with Haney, not now. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this: at 140,
I don't know.
If you can't fight, I ain't talking about bots. If you can't fight, you won't survive. Even in this fight with Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall, it had to be some moments where they had to fight to win. So guys like Devin, I just don't think he's going. He ain't going to fight. He can't trade. He can't trade you in the middle of that ring. We just seen it. He can't trade. What Ryan said, meet me in the middle of the damn ring. And when he catch his weak ass right, and Ryan hit him with that strong ass left, and his eyes opened up like shit. What the hell I got into? Pitbull catches him, and it'll be over. Oh yeah, damn right. Because the legs can get wobbly.
I need to know the top 3 best 140 pounders right now to make a poll.
All right, so that's gonna be Tio, Matias, and damn man, we're gonna have to say Pitbull then, right? I ain't gonna lie, I don't like to have him in there. I gotta put Devin in there. So we say Pitbull because he only fought one guy, and that was Rolly.
That's so should I do a poll? Let's do a poll first, right? Let's see what the people think. Who would win? Pitbull, Cruz, or Haney?
Can you put?
And then we could decide who's the best.
Russell in there at 140.
Diablo.
What about Tank at 140?
All right, then I'll put Russell in there. Yeah, for sure.
You can't put no Tank that midget.
I'll put Russell in there because he deserves it.
Nah, man.
Well, he don't deserve it for the people that he's fought in yet, but he passes that eye test for sure.
I think he got that dude's we're not kissing that globetrotter, bro. We're not promoting no globetrotter. I think he got a better win than Pitbull at 140. He's a globetrotter, bro. Better win. Antoine Russell. We know what we see.
Yeah, he got the goods.
Who else? We know that somebody else good at 140. Tio, Matias, Antoine, and Pitbull. Does Antoine Russell beat Haney? Yes.
Yeah. Antoine Russell beats Haney. Yeah, he stops him.
And does he beat Pitbull Cruz? That's a close good fight. It's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I think he could beat him. He's bigger than him. He's bigger than Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah, he edged it out.
He'll finesse it.
That's why I'm saying it's got to be.
And he got more games than him too.
Now the only discredit I got my man, and I think he's retired, man. You know what I mean? I need to see him more active. Is what I'm trying to say. This once a year type of shit that's got to stop. I need to see my man 3 times a year. Antoine Russell? Antoine, yeah. He needs to go to the bathroom. You know, but outside of that, as far as I can tell, I don't know who else is better at 140.
All right. So we already know that the top 2 guys at 140 pounds, without a doubt, is Matias and Teofimo Lopez. So I'm gonna exclude these guys out. We did a poll here. Who's the best at 140? Haney, Antoine, and Devin. I put Pitbull, Cruz, Haney, and Russell.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens here is that if they pick Russell, then we're gonna have, which it looks like they're picking Russell right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Russell.
There's a lot of Russell right now.
He's got a strong following. I think they got, but also if they're picking Gary Antoine Russell, yeah, because they're going by the eye test. But is he proven the most? No, he's not. What about Ryan Garcia?
No, but I mean, who else am I gonna put?
Because we haven't seen no type of vulnerability with Russell. But we see vulnerability on everybody. So then who's better?
But who deserves to be there?
Pitbull Cruz or Haney? Which one of those two is better?
Who are you gonna? Antoine or Richardson Hitchens?
No, man, give me Antoine, man.
All right.
I love Richardson, but it's not local. I gotta go. I'm gonna say Pitbull. I gotta go with Antoine. Out of the respect, he's a champion. He's been in. I mean, I don't know. It could be Pitbull. I would say Pitbull. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not gonna give Pitbull a chance right now.
And Sando Martin detained? Oh shit!
Whoa. That's gonna be hard, because of the styles. You got Martin that's not really punching like that. Right now, one thing we can say, Haney took a Ryan Garcia shot over and over and over, and he got up.
You don't like that left?
No. I'm just saying he got up. He got up. I don't see a Sandor Martin cracking like no Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but he's not coming in as, damaged, though. I mean,
but then again, I'll tell you one thing. But then I'll give the benefit of the doubt to Sandor Martin. His boxing skills is better than Ryan.
He got something to prove ever since he lost to Tio.
And he got that southpaw look on top of that, which we know Haney not really good with that.
Basically, this fight, they both got something to prove. I think it's gonna be tough for Haney. They both got something to prove. Haney got. I got it a 50-50 fight right now. Sandor Martin and 50.
Will it be controversial?
55-45.
Will it be controversial regardless?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I don't see Haney knocking him out. I could see Sandor Martin hurting him though. Yeah, I could see Sandor Martin catching Haney with some good stuff, but then later on the round, Haney's just outboxing him. I don't see Devin Haney ever trying, not ever, but it's going to take a while for him to take a risk like that again. He's going to fight a very cautious fight like when he fought Cambosa the first fight. That's the way he's going to fight throughout his career. He's going to fight like Jermaine Ortiz, man. Probably that too.
What about that?
When is the Boston Marathon again? Yeah, man. I want to race Jermaine Ortiz. I want to race him. Bro, he's going to beat you. Stop it, bro.
Hey.
Stop it, bro.
Hey.
He's going to beat you, bro.
Jermaine Ortiz or Josh Taylor? Jermaine.
I think I got Josh Taylor in a dog fight.
Jermaine.
In a dog fight.
Jermaine easy.
He gotta show me something.
Jermaine.
Josh Taylor or Devin Haney. I gotta see him fight again. For me, I think he's been an inactive fighter since he didn't fight last time. So he's just been inactive.
Jermaine Ortiz will win that easy, Baba. Fossey.
Only thing good fight I seen with Jermaine Ortiz was with Lomachenko. That was his last good fight. I don't. But that surprised me, bro.
You don't watch Jermaine Ortiz, you could tell.
It was good because they sparred against each other a whole bunch of times.
You ever watch Jermaine Ortiz and Jamal Herring?
No, but even with Jamal Herring, he never fight like that. Yeah, well, it's Jamal Herring with all due respect. That's Jermaine Ortiz will go to the body. Jermaine Ortiz.
Obligado, bro. This was before Jamal fought Shakur.
Jermaine Ortiz know how to fight. When he fought Jamal after Shakur.
¿Tú estás seguro?
Yes. That's when Jamal, they were not using him like fish food.
I'm not.
I don't know. It was after the Shakur fight.
I don't know, but either way, I got Jermaine Ortiz winning that fight.
Oh, snap. Hold on, Mills. Hey, Punch, I know y'all seen William Zepeda tell, oh, boy, come to the fight. We can set it up. Oh, Shakur?
To Shakur?
Yep. Told him right in the press conference. He said, since you want to fight, come to my next fight. Come there. Man, I'm tired of that. That's that rah shit, man. But Will wants to fight. But it's but he's not going to want to make that fight. I think it's a call for anybody. Yeah. That I do know.
It can Oscar play a lot of games.
I feel like Shakur is more like a Devin Haney too. He can't take a punch. We don't know that. We don't know that. Say that yet. So who has Shakur fought that was an elite fighter? You fought Valdez. You fought Conceição. Valdez was getting old. He was already getting out. Valdez is a dog, and Conceição is another dog.
Chance was good.
So when he had to go fight this other dog at 135, what's that? What dog? Edwin. He had a busted hand, bro. He did what he had to do, I guess. It's not saying that I like what we saw. I don't. Tank had a busted hand and fought Isaac Cruz. And a lot of people also thought that he lost that fight. He was in the outside. Like, I give the benefit of the doubt. I give Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt. I've seen the four fights. If I seen the Yoshino fight, and we saw the Conceição, the Asa Valdez, the Jamal Herring, and he fought in that. He fought, you know what I'm saying? Like, he stayed in the pocket as well. He inside, outside. Took risks. He just found cat-like reflex. You know what I'm saying? Like he was running around. I give him the benefit of the doubt.
People are over-shitting on him. We can all agree it was a shitty fight to watch versus De Los Santos. But we got to accept the fact that the man was injured. Now, I can't see that in his next fight. And that's just we can't see a pattern now. He's got to show us that the man that he did before that fight is still here. But I'm not throwing no away like that. Like, a lot of people they're overdoing it with Shakur.
There's only two guys that's blowing shit out the water, bro. And that's Inoue and Bud Crawford. That's blowing things out the water. You ain't even on my level. Y'all ain't even on my level-ish. Everybody else, they get some good wins. Like even the Canelo and Jaime Munguia, that was another level, but it's not. You should have blew him out the water.
Shout out to Carlos Vargas. Thank you for the $2. Yo, Mills. Shout out from Hollister, California. Haney lost. Salute, bro. Bella. He definitely did.
Look at Coda. Look at Coda and Tank.
Coda.
You need to have that on your phone. Watch the
and Tank.
So we go.
I know what I'm talking about.
Coda in the building. What's goody, Coda?
Yeah. What's going on?
Talk to us about. I know you want to talk about.
I'm chilling. I'm up here to
Abdul Wahid. What's good about Abdul Wahid?
We're talking about the 140 division. We're not talking about the midget division. All right. Well, at 140, Jermaine Ortiz, another dog that people shutting out. Rayo about to fight Pitbull. Who y'all got in that fight?
Pitbull.
Nah, y'all crazy. I got Rayo.
Okay. I got Pitbull.
Y'all see how Gio? Y'all see how Gio did Pitbull? Giovanni Cabrera? Yeah. Rayo can't box like that. Rayo can't box like that. No, he can't. That's what I'm saying.
Rayo could do that. Rayo could do that.
Rayo could box like that, and he punched.
I wasn't impressed with Cabrera.
Drop Cruz.
I've never been impressed with Rayo.
Never.
I mean, that rematch with Cobra was impressive.
Impressive.
Obligado.
126.
Obligado. What you gotta look at Pitbull's best wins. It was Rowley. It was Gamboa. After was he like the last person to ever knock out Gamboa?
Pitbull's best performance was versus Tank. Still is his best performance. Versus Tank with an injured hand. It was his best performance. You just said that about Shakur. It's the same thing. His best performance. I'm not talking about Tank. I'm just saying that his best performance was versus Tank. Yeah, Tank. I'm not saying why Tank fought the way he fought. I'm talking about still his best performance to date was versus
Salute
Tank.
to everything boxing was going on, bro.
Tank, the injured hand Tank, that was his best performance. For sure. And he's playing pool the next day, man. I saw him playing pool, man. I think he had the Matias effect.
Here we go with your shit. You funny as hell. But you know that once Tio goes in there with Matias, is gonna be the most scariest fight that you ever gonna sit and watch. You know that. Yeah. You're gonna look like Punch at the end of the fight after the Demetrius Andres and David Benavidez fight.
No. David Benavidez, he's cheating. He's for memo.
Yeah, the memo.
No way, Boo fights like that. No way. He was hitting him with everything in the kitchen sink. Let's go, Boo. We on rematch.
I went either way, Tio Matias. So I don't want y'all power.
Let's go, Canelo Andre. Let's go, Andre Plant. Let's go, Andre Munguia. Let's go, Boo. Let's go. Jamal Charlo.
I'm just saying, yo, listen, at right now, everybody got 53% of the people think that Russell would beat Pitbull, Cruz, and Haney.
Yo, is that Russell's the best at 140? You know how I feel about that. My man the best at 140 shit, and I might be going down to watch his next fight over in Texas with to watch Tank versus Frank too. Shit, he on that card now. Y'all know that, right?
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We got the phone lines are open if you guys want to come and chop it up. Make sure you guys come on Instagram Live. We're gonna do another poll here. The poll will be who's the best out of those three, I guess now. We're gonna do Russell, Tio, and Matias. New poll. Does Russell deserve to be there? Because you guys looked at you guys gave a face like he don't deserve to be there.
What was that? Skill for skill, like Antoine. Well, I mean, just because he hasn't let the improving, the improving factor, and we. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that fight against Postal was not the prettiest, bro.
So now that we've seen that what Haney said on Twitter about him wanting Pitbull Cruz, what you guys think about it, and is that a winnable fight for Haney? I think it's a winnable fight.
That's what he said. He said that right now. He said that
recently? He did, yeah, a day ago. He said,
be embarrassed.
Yeah.
I gotta be embarrassed. I think Antoine gives Tio a harder fight than Matias probably will. To be honest, I think
Pitbull's fighting anyway. Pitbull's is fighting in that Bud Crawford, isn't he's fighting in the Bud Crawford event?
He's fighting Ryle, yeah. Wait, Bud Crawford, yeah, on the Bud Crawford. So why is he calling him out? That's a la vergüenza. Who should he be calling out that's going to be available very soon? It's going to be Matias on the same side of the street.
Call him out Ryan Garcia for a rematch.
That's as simple as that. Exactly. Yo, Ryan Garcia match, bro. We're done with that. He's not going to have that fight. You already said it. I'm not going to promote it. They don't want that fight. I mean, that's true. There's no reason to promote. If they don't want it, that's what it is, man. I don't care about his pride. It's shameful. Well, yeah, just like they scared about not calling Matias, because Matias is fighting June 15th. And when is Haney's lined up to probably fight by September? So that means that by that time Matias will be ready to roll again. So why not call out Matias? Yeah, I thought he wanted to go undisputed or something.
Let's see how Matias doing his next fight, guys. Let's see how Matias doing his next fight.
Listen, Liam Paro's a problem. That's true. I mean,
yeah. You guys are gonna gang up on me, or I'm gonna get somebody off the live right now. Let's go talk to you.
I'm arrogantly going already past Spotto, bro. That's what I'm saying. Matias and Haney.
What's Liam Powell really known for, right?
Ah, here we go.
It's his sparrings with Terrence Crawford and everybody else. He spars everybody, does good. So I think when Matias, I got Matias winning, but when Matias beat him, then people needed to slow down with the sparring stories, because sparring don't win fights. In terms of
he beat up Montana Love.
Montana Love, man, he's a bootleg.
He beat his ass up.
He's a Canal Street Adrian Broner. Montana Love was never that guy.
Yo, Adrian Broner, I got Blair.
Yo, even the guy, that Australian guy that he fought before, him was good. He was good. He was a puncher. He kept going.
Look at Mill said he pumping Liam Paro, so it could look good with victory. Look at that.
Yo, bro, Liam Paro will beat the guy that Tio's beating. That's fighting.
Yeah, right. Who you got, Liam Paro versus Josh Taylor?
Bro, Liam Paro, bro. I'm telling you, he's nice, bro.
Liam Paro or Lomachenko?
Oh, Liam Paro stops Josh Taylor. Liam Paro stops him. In my opinion.
I don't know how much stock you're putting on Montana blood. That dude never was good.
Yo, somebody sound horrible.
HLD,
Hold on.
Is that?
Yeah, it's you, HLD.
What's it called? Liam Paro stops Josh Taylor. is that Taylor never been stopped, man. That's hard to say. Like, I don't know. Hey, man, a lot of...
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. Home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. I'm going to start up another one here. Boxing Talk. Appreciate you guys for pulling up. Make sure you guys smash that like button, all right? All right. So, who's the best at 140 pounds? Now we back. Okay. Salute to Everything Boxing. We got a new caller coming in. And once again, guys, appreciate you guys for coming in. So, who's the best at 140 pounds now? We got a new caller coming in. What's going on? Everything Boxing.
Mills, what's happening with it, man?
Chilling, man. How you?
Oh, man, cool and kicking back, relaxing, watching this NBA game. Watched that fight earlier. You know, it was cool. Close fight. I thought it was a close fight.
Yeah, it was a close fight. What you thought about it? You want to see that? You want to see the trilogy, or who you want to see Catterall fight next?
I think they need to run it back because, I mean, really, I wouldn't like sitting down with a pen and paper scoring a fight like that. But I thought that Josh Taylor came back and closed the show. Well, you know, during the later rounds, so I thought it was close. I thought it could have went either way, to tell you the truth. You know, them scorecards was crazy, like 117, 111. That shit was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It was nuts. But, you know, I don't see why they should run it back. I mean, it was that close. People can't let them scorecards fool you because, you know, Catterall, he was doing his thing early on, but then Josh Taylor, he came and he was putting it on Catterall. And to me, I didn't like how Catterall, he was fighting lackluster doing, you know, down the stretch. He was kind of like, it looked like he was tired and out of shape, man. Looked like he got tired early, and Josh Taylor was pushing the action.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, you know, it was close. Like I said, I got to go back and watch it again to really score it like that, but I know the fight was close.
Yeah, it was. We got my man Prime Time was going on. Prime Time Talk TV. What you thought about the fight, my man?
Man, I think it was good enough for to see a trilogy. To be honest with you, I think now with both of them being 1-1 apiece, you got to run that third. You know, that third fade to see who is the top dog out of that trilogy and end it. You know, straight up end it. But I give the early part of the fight to Catterall. The middle and the late, I think Josh started rallying and showing that, you know, Catterall really ain't the beast he should have been because, honestly, Catterall, the way he started the fight is the way he should have ended it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's like he started out, you know, like in the race car drivers, they hit that Nas tank too early. I think that's what Catterall did. I think he burnt what he needed to save for the ending too early on. And that's what kind of made him look like he was just trying to make it at the end. But it was a good fight, though. It was a war. I mean, and I expected that much from both fighters because of the previous fight. But, you know, with this one right here, you know, it could have, like I said, it could have went either way. It could have went either way with this one. It is really, it's no wrong or right. You know, if it had went to Josh, you really couldn't have complained too much. You know, it went to Catterall, can't really argue too much. But I do think they need a third one to have a decisive winner on who is the best out of that trilogy.
Do you guys think what the words that Bob Arum were saying as far as American fighters crossing over, he does not want that happening? Do you feel like that's going to play a factor in some of these fights moving forward? or you think he was just mad for the moment?
Hey, I do. Hey, Bob don't hold his tongue. Bob gonna say how he feeling.
Big Brooklyn.
Bob seeing, and Bob seeing what happened tonight, and that's happened a lot over there in the UK. It happens a lot, especially when Eddie Hearn running the show. So Bob, I don't think he gonna let none of his fighters go over there in a big fight and fight no more. That's for sure. Bob ain't, he wasn't bullshitting when he said that. He meant what he said.
Yo, Eddie got that grin, huh?
But Eddie good, because you notice anytime it's a scorecard like that and it's obvious, Eddie will say that he'll jump right in front of him and be like, I don't know what was going on with the scorecards.
Every time.
Every time. He be behind that shit. Right. He do that every time.
Yeah, he's funny. He's definitely funny.
I like Eddie though. I like Eddie Hearn, man. I mean, all those guys is necessary, for the boxing, because I remember when it wasn't Eddie and it was just Bob Arum and PVC going back and forth, and then it's like once that new player in the video game got dropped in, it's like everybody let's step our game up a little bit. Let's make some best fighters. For some of our best fighters fight the better fighters that we were hiding away from them fights. So, and now you got Turkey Al-Sheikh in there. He gonna make everybody else step their game up. So, I love it. It's like a real life video game of, you get to another level. It's another boss, another promoter that's there that got all these new fighters. So, and that's what Turkey bringing. He bringing new fighters, bringing old fighters, bringing fighters that the U.S. really haven't played that much into as of late, and he's rejuvenating their careers. So, I love it all. Yeah, Turkey changing the game, man. I'm loving it. He pissing them off too, though, because you got cats talking about, we can't let no outsiders in and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, this is going to get interesting. This is going to get real interesting, because his money is old money.
See, a lot of people in the comments are saying that, Taylor's inactive, and yeah, he's inactive, but he looked good. His conditioning looked good. He was throwing the combinations. You just got to make adjustments in the fight. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? And then, I think there's just really no punch there for him as well. He was landing some nice clean shots on Catterall. Catterall was taking them very well. Didn't mark up at all. Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough moving forward for Taylor. For Catterall, I see some big fights for him, but I see some losing fights as well though.
Oh, of course. He step up, he gonna lose some fights, but he made enough name for himself to almost make it like he exposed Josh for not being what we said Josh Taylor was going against Teofimo. Now Catterall kind of, made him look like Clark Kent versus Superman. So
if we had Catterall with my man Coach Scooter right here, strength and conditioning, he would have been all right tonight. But tonight he was tired. He was definitely fatigued.
Yeah, his conditioning was some shit. Like he burnt out fast. I'm like, man, it's like you can see his production output just went all the way down. And so to me, when I'm watching the fight, I'm like, Catterall, he's fighting in spots, but he's just doing like what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, to me, he didn't do nothing to show that he really, really wanted it. That's what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? Show that you really wanted it in Josh Taylor, even though Catterall was landing the bigger shots that was more effective. Josh Taylor, he was fighting like he really wanted it, He was stepping on the gas, and so, it was a close fight, man. It was a close fight. I think that if Catterall had been in tip-top condition, it wouldn't have been a close fight. I think he could have beat Josh Taylor pretty easy, but he couldn't because he was, he wasn't in shape like that.
This was a fight that was good just for the calendar. I think, to be honest with you, I think if you look at June 15th card with Matias and Paro, I think both of those fighters beat both of these fighters every day of the week.
Yep.
But that being said, you know, I see Tim Bradley giving Matias a lot of good praises upon calling him more of the boogeyman and giving him those praises. Um, as far as you guys are concerned, who's your top two at 140 pounds?
Man, that's a hard one because that's a stacked division, man. But if you ask me, I'm gonna have to go with my man Gary Antoine Russell, even though he still ain't proven yet. I like Gary, man.
The
He
eye
got the full
test.
package. Then you got Matias for sure. To me, that's the top two for me. Even though they haven't had like that competition yet, but I'm gonna have to go with Matias and Gary Antoine Russell in no particular order. And then after that, it's hard after that, man, because I think a lot of people ain't gonna agree with this, but I think that Richardson Hitchens, I think he could beat T.O. I think he'll beat T.O. You still can't count Devin Haney out. And you got Ron Garcia. I mean, that's just
you know what it is? Can he beat Teal on the scorecards? Teal, there's a lot of money being invested. There's a lot of money invested into Teal versus Richardson Hitchens. Right now, they're thinking about how much money they're really going to throw at Richardson Hitchens in these next couple of fights, right?
Yeah, but we just talking about who is the best. But like we talking about the best. Like to me, I like T.O. Hell of a fighter, hell of an athlete. But we see what type of fighters he have problems with. It ain't no fluke. He have problems fighting fighters that's gonna make him come forward. He can fight on his back foot, excellent. But when he has to be the aggressor, that's when T.O. always shows that he got a problem. So to me, T.O. can be beaten on any given night by a real good boxer. Now, the bottom half of that division, I don't like Pitbull Cruz.
I like that Tio in Africa because I think Tio got too much experience at this level, like on the lights at this level. I think what Richardson has tasted that high level in the amateurs and figured out where he was. Now these guys get better, right? Now these guys get better, but what do we show is better? What, in the gym, who you sparring or who you fighting? And you have to put that in a factor because I know a lot of guys that they're good in the gym, just not, they don't put it all together in the lights, and then they say fuck it. I ain't gonna hold you like look at my Montana Love. He was on the live with us. He's like Liam Paro's ass. I said, so what are you? Because he wiped you. You feel me?
Bro, Montana Love is trash. I've always told people used to be, oh, Montana Love. I've told people all the time, no disrespect, but Montana Love is not that good. He ain't never been that good. I never thought he was that good. He got the hype before the experience. And that's what happens to a lot of fighters. They look good, they flashy, but they get the hype train before they get the experience in them. And that's Montana Love to me.
So the hype train. So why, as far as Richardson is concerned, what about the hype from him?
His hype isn't as bold as the hype was for Montana Love, or what's my man on Prime dude that be wearing the color hair. They got beat by Aurelio.
Oh, Colbert.
He's another Montana love.
Yep.
I feel as though those guys, they are charismatic and they speak well on the microphone and on the podium. But under them bright lights is certain fighters, especially if they get a pressure fighter, by God, they just get exposed. So it's like you got to match them guys up very well in the development stage of their career, or they're going to get washed.
I don't know. It's just sometimes like some of these fighters, they underrate these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I even remember interviewing Richardson and him saying that Paro's ass, and he's like Paro's ass, but it's like all right, but Paro ass is, but maybe in sparring he's ass, but maybe in a fight he's good. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of guys that shadow box like ass. They actually fight pretty good. They don't even wear boxing sneakers when they fight.
It's crazy to hear that man talk about anybody being ass. It's crazy to hear him saying that anybody is ass. When he's ass, you know what I'm saying? There's this color. I'm just the way I see it. I think Hitchison, what he's got a lot of big names co-signing, and that puts him up on the map. But I don't see it in the damn ring. That's me.
I'll tell you right now, that Bowser win that he had was nice.
Yeah, that was a good win. That was a real good win for him. I like the Bowser win. That was a real good win.
But that boy rehydrates a lot. You could tell that boy rehydrates a lot.
But styles makes fights, though, and that's the thing, A lot of times we see these fighters, they are good fighters, but they may just be matched up against somebody they never really.
Yeah, because Richardson needs to be a welterweight. He's a real welterweight, but he's, you know what I'm saying, the welterweights, it's funny because Boots is at welterweight, and now he got the titles. Like everyone, like, you know what? I'm gonna let Stan Jonas and let these guys deal with it.
Hitchison versus Norman Jr. I want to see Hitchison.
Oh, HLD. HLD.
I like the T.O., but I ain't even gonna lie. I agree with Muse. I think T.O. just got a little bit too much experience. Some fighters, just like Jaime Munguia, he fought Canelo too early. If he had fought Canelo, I think a year or two later, he probably would have got Canelo. But some fights, you just fight people too early to get that experience. I think Jermaine Ortiz beat T.O. I think Jermaine Ortiz won that fight.
Let's go, everything boxer. Let's go.
Talking about Munguia more time. I mean, the guy was on his way to break Mayweather's record, man. I mean, how much more time do we need? He was at 43-0. But you know what I'm saying? For Canelo, think about it. How did Canelo get his first loss? He grabbed that Mayweather bag. Yeah, but he was 23. Munguia's 27. Yeah, but it's kind of like the same thing, It's like no, it ain't. The dude's 27 years old. But Munguia's just not on that level. He's not. That's exactly that. He's not. Munguia hasn't had the type level fights that he needs to match up against Canelo. He's not that good, guys. He's not at that. I'm gonna take that back. He's not at the level, just like my man said. He's just not at that level.
No, but
I think he beats everybody else at 168. Yeah, he beats everybody else. But see, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I don't think Munguia beat Caleb Plant. No. He ain't beating everybody else. He not fucking with Caleb Plant. He beating Caleb Plant. He's not fucking with Caleb Plant. He's not beating David Benavidez. It's a lot of them dudes that don't 168 no more. So but he said he will go back. Well, yeah, he said he only go back. I don't know. He ain't 168.
Because he beat Morrell.
I think Caleb Plant beats you. I don't think so. I do. I think
it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight.
It's a good fight. The will of attrition is gonna be Munguia. He's gonna put
them late rounds are gonna look scary for Plant.
I saw some of the shots that Munguia took from Canelo early on, and he got a chin.
Oh no, he's gonna have a blast with what? Yeah. Shout out to Jalil Hackett. He's tapping in with us right now.
Okay.
Salute, Jalil.
Yo.
What's goody, Mister? I'm I'm matchroom boxing now.
Ha! What's up, man? How
Talk.
are you?
What was So talk to me. You got to talk to a few people upon you leaving Mayweather Promotions, but we never got to speak. And I think your pops was like, he gave me his number, and I think that's what it was. He wanted me and you to do an interview to talk about it first. But now that we have you on, let's talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, man. So first off, I thank you for having me and everything. But yeah, man, it was really a move of like, what's best for me? Like, what's the best move to better my career? So, we talked to everybody. I heard everybody out. But I feel like the move of Matchroom was the best move to further me.
Mm. Who was it like? You had proposals. What? Who were like looking at you?
Um, Everybody, it was, of course, it was the thoughts of going back to Mayweather Promotions. Staying on like that PBC side. I talk with Danny Garcia's team. I talk with Top Rank. I talk with everyone, and after talking with everyone, I felt the best move was to be with Matchroom.
Nice, nice. So, talk to me about Eddie and your relationship with Eddie. Now, obviously, you probably only had a few words with him, but like, talk to me about that, and talk to me about that conversation that you had with your pops of like saying, okay, let's do Matchroom. Like, why at the end of the day?
Like you said, I just signed with Matchroom not too long ago. So with the brief relationship me and Eddie do have, um, there is like a basic plan and layout for me. He has a real high ceiling for me. So right now we really just working towards like meeting the goals that he and I both have. As far as the decision on going to Matchroom, me and my dad talked about it, and he told me he was like, "Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm going to advise you and tell you what I think is best, but I feel that at the end of the day, you have to live with the decision." So,
I haven't heard too many people speak upon your name to Eddie in interviews, but you spoke upon a plan. Um, is there anything you could give us as far as that plan is concerned?
um, the most I can give you right now, and I'm sure a lot of you know, the plan takes place at 147. It starts at 147, and you know, if everything goes how we think it's gonna go, it'll be a very fruitful plan for not just us but for the fans too.
Mm, I like it. So the plan starts at 147 pounds. Wow. So Jerome Boots Ennis is there, and obviously you guys are in a different path. We've spoke upon that as well. Um, but I've also seen some tabloids of you being outspoken upon, one of that Haney fight. I know that that he's a big guy. What has you being outspoken in your team upon wanting that fight?
It's one of those situations where I like the fight. If he was to come up to 47 and the opportunity presented itself, I wouldn't turn it down. But right now, I'm just going off of the plan that they have, and if it comes down the line, you'll get it. But if it doesn't come down the line, it wasn't him turning it down or me turning it down. It was just not meant to be.
Mm. So before we spoke, that you said that you're young, you're like era. You said that you guys want to fight everybody, and that you feel like you guys are gonna change the game a little bit more. That you guys are not gonna need so much marination, need so much money for these fights. Talk to me upon as far as you getting like the former champion. When does Eddie put you in there with a former champion, and then when does he put you in there with a title fight? You think?
Soon,
You mean
24
soon
months.
already? Soon?
24 months is soon. Between 16 and 24 months. But Yeah, like I told you, it's not too much I can say. We have a hell of a plan lined up. I'm gonna be dropping a fight date soon. So yeah, like I said, if the plan goes how I think, and I'm just gonna keep reiterating, if it goes how I think it's gonna go, how Eddie thinks it's gonna go, how the matchroom team thinks it's gonna go, then this will be like a great run that I'll have with them.
Nice, nice. I got a full panel here as well, guys. We have Jalil Hackett on the live. Any questions?
Absolutely, man. First and foremost, man, congratulations on signing with Matchroom. I think it was an excellent move. I'm glad to hear that you went through a process of hearing everybody out. Sounds like you got a good team around you who's gonna guide you. My man, you got a lot of times. Don't feel any pressure by any of the media about how soon you got to do anything. You're on a good pace. Just keep on doing what you got to do. Put in the hard work. I guarantee you, it will always pay off. You know what I mean? But outside of that, man, I'm just happy for you. Not trying to hype it up right now. How soon you're gonna get a championship fight or anything like that? You just in due time. In due time, you're gonna earn your keeps. I guarantee you that. Happy for you. Congratulations once again.
And thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Now, before I get into another one of your questions, guys, Eddie normally likes to give you guys some hometown fights. Is there any promises on that of trying to get your name up in DC? That's where you're at in DC, right?
Yes, sir. I'm born and raised Southeast DC. But as far as like I said, when they put stuff out, then I'll put stuff out. But as far as our plan, uh, you know, I can't say too much, but it's a nice plan that both sides can we mutually agree on, and we both can grow from it.
I love it. Clay Moraine, thank you for the $10. Salute Mills, salute Jalil. Can't wait to see you back in action, King. I think Matchroom was a great choice. Salute. Thank you, Claymore, for the $10. Claymore, I mean, whatchamacallit, any of you guys want to go next? I know we have a full panel.
Go ahead, bro. Oh, no, you go ahead, man. You good. All right. Well, Jalil, I definitely want to say congratulations as well for signing up with Matchroom. I feel like, as well, just like everybody else, it was a good choice, a good fit for you. Matchroom, they hot right now. You see what they doing with other fighters. And they are, you might as well say global, because they're not just in the U.S., they are abroad through Europe and now Saudi. So I think you are in the hot spot, man, and you deserve to be there. I feel as though you are up and coming attraction as far as one of the hottest prospects that we've seen in a long time. So, just keep that focus, keep that burning desire, and, we're going to be here to follow your career if it grows, man. We're looking forward to it. We behind
you. Everything boxing?
Yeah, salute, man. Jalil Hackett, man. Hell of a young fighter. And first off, you made the right decision. I was talking about this on my show a while back, and man, I'm glad you went with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. He's a hell of a promoter. He's gonna definitely keep you active, and you're gonna get all the fights that you want. Sooner or later. I've always heard Gary Russell. He always talk real highly of you, and man. I'm just glad you're getting this opportunity, and I know you're going to make the most of it. I seen you kind of call Brian Norman out. What about that fight? Is that a fight that you see happening, within the next year and a half?
I see it happening down the line. Like I said, he's a hell of a fighter. He's coming off a big fight, just won his interim belt. Congratulations to him and his team. But it's definitely a fight that I can see later on down the line. You know, um, like I said, that was a hell of a fight. He's coming off of a fight that he was the underdog in, so I'm sure they're gonna get him back in there soon, and he's probably trying to get himself in a situation where he can fight for the actual belt. To come up from the interim to the actual champion. So, um, you know, that's another fight that if it's presented, I won't turn it down. But if it happens, it happens. Like I've been saying, they got a plan for me.
But what was the motive of that call out? Because I remember speaking to his pops, and Brian, he sparred, Terrence Crawford, Tank, Boots, you, and he highlighted, you and Boots out of all the guys that he said that after sparring, you two, we had to kind of like reevaluate things and stuff like that. Is that what you kind of like the motivation of why that call out was?
Not necessarily. It was more of a, he's a hell of a fighter, and I always tell people in the boxing world, there's no hard feelings in it. Like Brian, a cool dude, his pops a cool dude, but we had the same weight, and we had talked about it prior to him fighting for the belt. I was like, man, I think you could beat this guy. When you beat him, later on down the line, we could get paid. We fight each other. And he was like, hell yeah. And so after he win, he was like, you know, shit, now it's starting to become more and more real. So if he thinks it's starting to become more and more realistic for us to fight, and I think it's becoming more realistic, why not talk about it now?
Mm.
Absolutely. I love that talk. You see,
Friends and friends making money together.
These other veterans need to listen up to what he just said.
He old
We
school.
gotta make this money together. You hearing that, Shakur? You hearing that, Keyshawn? We gotta make this fight. You gotta get that paper. Hey, we buddies, but we're gonna get that paper and we're gonna give a good show. I love that talk, young man. I love it.
So tell me, first big check comes on your way. What you buying?
Yeah, man, I'm really chilling for real, cause it's like I ain't gonna say like I already know what it's like. Well, I take it back. I do know what it's like because despite the inactivity with Floyd and Mayweather Promotions, I wasn't hurting, if that makes any sense. I wasn't hurting financially. So it's like the first big check, I'm going, continue to do what I've been doing, have my fun, of course, but make sure I put money up, for later on down the line.
So I mean, you have lots of friends in the game. They all have they all bring something to the table. Friends with Tank, you're friends with Jerron Ennis, and they bring this their swag to the table, their IQ to the table. What do you think that you bring to the table in the boxing industry, and what do you think that's new because you're so young and it's a different era? So it's like once these guys leave, we're trying to think about who's the next breed of welterweights. So what do you bring to the table? You think, and tell the people what type of fighting style you have. People that don't know who you are.
I think my butter is, grade A conditioning. Inside game is like
You cutting off.
impeccable. Like, you can ask your favorite ask your favorite fighter about me. Anybody will tell you like he got the best inside game in boxing probably. And mind you, only got 8 fights. So it's only gonna get better and better and better. So yeah, I feel like for me it's really my savviness in the inside and my conditioning that's really gonna be the thing that's like push me over the hump.
As far as your first fight in Matchroom, can you tell us at least how many rounds you're going?
This will definitely be a step up in rounds. My last fight was an 8 rounder, so this will be my first 10 rounder. So
Nice.
yeah, that I can tell you that.
Thank you. That's nice. That's nice. We get to see you in the ring 10 rounds. Now, your opponent, you can't tell us that,
No, I
right?
can no.
Is he good?
Uh, I haven't got a locked in opponent yet, but based on the guys that they've sent, they are step ups from recent opponents. My last opponent was 13-1. But this next guy will definitely be a step up.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, Tell me what you think about. Actually, guys, you guys, any questions for Jalil?
No, just hearing him, he sounds just like. If you notice, the same person that we had Norman Jr. on not too long ago, and we can see the same humblability, the same, but still with that dog drive of wanting to get better and better. Yo, my man, I love the presence that you're showing us, and It's just admiration that at a young age you got your head where it needs to be at. You know what I mean? Keep on doing your thing, my man. I love it.
You're coached by your father, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, talk to me about that. I mean, this obviously people are expecting you to be a, that guy, blue chip prospect, regardless if it's not from like top rank, keeping you busy or not, and like that. People, this is what we expect from you. Mayweather said it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to hold you upon that. Talk about as far as, do you think that people are expecting more than what you like going into matching? Do you feel like they're expecting too much out of you?
Absolutely not. I feel like I did the fans a disservice the past few years not being as active. Despite the fact that it was out of my control, I still feel at fault for not being as active. So, with Matchroom, with this new move, I don't feel like the fans are asking too much of me because I feel like I gotta deliver. Because without the fans, you're nothing. You can't make money without fans. If you're not popular, the people in charge really aren't in a rush to put you in bigger fights because they're not gonna make their money back off you if you aren't popular. So yeah, right now I don't feel like they're asking for too much or they're doing too much.
Mm, mm. Terrence?
Hey, is it any fights that you would prefer having after you get acclimated to Matchroom? Is there any fights that you see, not like in the next few months or anything, but probably first or next year, any fighters that you say yourself, once I get over the Matchroom, I would like to probably get a fight with this guy right here?
It's no specific guys right now. I'm more of a brick by brick type dude. That's my mindset. I think of it like Rome wasn't built in a day. So right now, I know my last fight was last December. I won a youth title. Next, I tell them stepping up. Maybe let's go for an intercontinental title. And then after that, just keep moving up step by step until we get to the point where we in the top 10, top 5 of these different sanctioned bodies. Then we move on from there.
What card would you want to be on? If there was a card that you want to be on in Matchroom right now, what would it be?
Shit, the soonest one.
Okay, so like boot. I like that one. I like the like boots and Crawley type shit.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to fighting with Matchroom. Like I said, we're almost halfway through the year. So if things are great, I get 2 or 3 fights this year. Um, and the it'll only get better and better. Like I said, um, I fought. I was a little bit active in 2023. I promised activity in 2024. Due to promotional situations, I was very inactive the first half of this year. But now that I'm in a new situation with Matchroom, I want to be as active as possible for not only for me but for my fans.
I've had your dad on the podcast a few times. He's very educated in boxing, especially in the history of boxing. Do you feel like he's going to be an outspoken father when it comes to like this father and son duo?
Um, Definitely, yeah, yeah.
'Cause
I think so.
you're not too you don't talk too much, but I've been seeing that you've been a little bit more open. You're talking like a poet today. I see.
Yeah, it's a time and place for everything, and
Yeah.
so I feel like my dad, he's always been outspoken though. I don't think he's ever like held his tongue on anything. So it's like I don't expect him to stop now.
Mm. Everything boxing? Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Is it muted? I'm good. I was on mute. My bad. So Jalil, man, I wanted to ask you because you, like you said, you have been real inactive, right? These past like couple years. How you stay focused? Are you a fighter that stay in the gym no matter what, or is it easy to get distracted for you?
I always, I say it takes a village. I'm always in the gym. I'm always active. There's a lot of amateur kids in my gym. So even when I don't have a fight coming up, I am responsible for making sure they're training, making sure they're getting ready for their fights, whether it be just regular fights or tournaments and stuff. So, it's almost like I unintentionally never leave the gym. So, yeah, that helps a lot. So, yeah, I appreciate the young guys that are in the gym because without them, yeah, it might be a little bit tougher in during those inactivity periods to stay focused.
Mm.
Yeah,
HOD?
that's dope. Because I see a lot of fighters when they hella inactive like that, they take long periods out of the gym, and that's what kills a fighter's career. That inactivity and not staying active even when you don't have a fight coming up. So yeah, man, stick with that.
Yeah. So, tell me, what were your thoughts on the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight?
Um, Leading up to the fight, when people asked me my prediction, I definitely thought that Devin would win the fight. I thought he would outbox Ryan. Uh, obviously that didn't happen. Uh, but as far as the manner in which the fight happened, I didn't expect that either. Like I didn't expect him to like completely dominate like he did. But you know, hats off to Ryan. They got a lot going on as far as the him testing positive for performance enhancements. But you know, it was a fight that if you had to ask me to bet on it 100 times, I probably would have bet on Devin 90 times. So yeah, the results of the fight was a little bit shocking.
Now, due to that, all that being done now, like overlooking it all, you and your team, and listening to what's going on, are you guys shocked at all?
Shocked as far as
As far as just what's going on in the media after the fight, you know what I mean? Now, Ryan is dealing with things. Devin is dealing with the consequences of those things. What do you think about that? And because there's a lot of politics with that. I mean, what do you never been in the snack program, have you? I think you have, right? No, you haven't. No. When you say absolutely not, why do you say absolutely not?
um I didn't no disrespect to the snack team, but I just from the time I turned pro to now, I never felt the need to you know use any of their items or anything like that. Um, I always go to my dad for any advice on certain things like that, and you know he just didn't recommend it. So once he didn't recommend it, I decided not to use.
Okay, okay. Fair say that's good. Now I know your boy is Spence, and I know that we haven't seen him since the Crawford fight. They're saying he's fighting Sebastian Fundora. How do you see it?
I like this fight a lot. I think it can be a hell of a bounce back fight if Earl goes in there. If he can prepare for the fight the correct way. He go in there with the right mindset, right game plan. It can be a very good bounce back fight for him. But if not, Fondora's a dangerous guy. He showed that his last fight with Tim Tszyu. So if he doesn't go in there with the right game plan, it could be a long night for Earl.
Hmm. Yeah. Who do you favor in that fight?
If I had to pick, I like Earl in that fight.
Hmm. I like it. I like it. And now your boys fighting Tank June 15th. I don't even know when's the last time y'all been in the gym together, but what you think about the fight?
I like tanking about seven. I like tanking
Seven?
about 7 or 8.
Mm.
That's usually around the time that he breaks a guy down. And Frank Martin is a very confident fighter, and I think it'll be a situation of confidence will get him caught, similar to the Rolly situation with Rolly and Tank. Rolly was very confident and he was coming in with a shot when he ended up getting caught with a shot. It's a part of the game, of course, but I think that's how the fight will play out June 15th with Tank and Frank Martin.
I like that. Now, Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
That's one of those. It's funny. I don't really get into like the little rap beats because I always tell people like, why pick a side? You don't know neither one of these dudes. Like I done heard both of their little disses back and forth. They both was cool. As far as who has been winning, I think Kendrick's has been a little bit better as far as like him as a lyricist. But both artists they've been dropping bangers back and forth. So it's been cool.
Now, as far as Matchroom is concerned, what's like the goal, like as far as you there, and like for you, like what as one goal that you need to have with them?
The main goal is fighting. The main
Yeah.
goal is fighting. So
Did they promise you a certain amount of fights a year?
um, yes, yes,
Good.
I guess I can disclose that. But
Good.
yeah. So activity was a thing that we both pitched to each other, and we both were saying like, yeah, is important, is important for me to be active. So right now my main focus is activity.
Okay. Good. HLD, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, I got a question from one of the members, Claymore Rain. He had a question. He wanted to know how far up do you see yourself going up in weight, and if so, how far up?
That's a great question actually. I want to win a world title at 147 before I go anywhere. So, after I win a world title at 47, I definitely do see myself at 54. Trying to win multiple world titles at 54. I do see myself at 60, and I'm not sure if y'all remember that crazy run that 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 Roy Jones went on, where he just kept winning and moving up. But I feel like if I can keep winning and keep moving up, I think I'll try my hand all the way up to cruiserweight, and if the price is
Big,
right, I might even
tall.
go to heavyweight.
He's tall. Yo, he's tall.
But
Like,
he's 5'11". I mean, let's know he's 5'11".
yeah, I know, but they be lying sometimes. He's tall. Yo, he's tall for real. Um, any more questions, guys?
No, man, I'm really impressed with how I'm hearing this young man speak.
Yeah.
I mean, even the way he played that question of the Drake and Kendrick and that, yo, my man, it just says your dad is doing a great job, man. Keep listening to Pops because we can see in who you are that you got your head on right. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. God bless you. Keep on working hard. Forget the noise, man. All the social media BS. Keep with that. Your tight, close circle of who's around you, and keep on pushing, my man. God bless you. Keep on pushing, man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot.
All day, all day. You guys have any more questions?
Well, I got one last question. I know it might be a stretch, but hypothetical, Turk Al-Ashik is talking about Canelo versus Crawford. Who do you see winning in that fight, Jalil?
It depends on the weight. It depends on the weight. I always say that most fights, well, when it comes to the bigger fights, those fights are won in negotiation. So if it's a situation where they're fighting at a catch weight of maybe like 64, 63, I think I like Crawford. But even then, Terence Crawford's a hell of a boxer. He's a hell of a fighter. And he showed us firsthand that size doesn't mean anything. So even if they were to fight at 68, I still give Crawford a shot. But that's a fight that we have to wait and see how it plays out because, Canelo's also a hell of a fighter as well. Both pound for pound guys. Um, so I'm more than excited to see it if it does play out. So that's a situation where we all just gotta wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Everything box?
Man, I got one question for you. You live. If you could make one fight in boxing, not including yourself, if you could make one fight in boxing happen, what would that fight be?
Any boxers ever?
No. In today.
Current? Oh, all right, okay. Current fight I would want to see. I would want to see a Monster Inoue and a Gervonta Davis fight at like a 133 or something, like a catch weight. You know, they could meet somewhere up there.
Mm.
Okay.
Also, hold on. Also, I really like to see a Sabril Matias Antoine Russell.
That shit fun.
That's a fight right there.
Antoine was calling them out too.
Yeah, I really like that fight if it does happen. So yeah, that's another one that I really want to see.
Yeah, he got a nice fight coming on too. He's fighting June 15th, right? On the 10 card, right?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's fighting for an interim title.
Yeah, Puello. He was fighting the guy that he was supposed to fight a while back. I think he gonna knock him out.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Well, Jalil, man, I appreciate you for coming on, man. Any last minute words you want to give to the media? Let anybody know your social media where they can find you, and just something about you that people don't know about you.
You can follow me on social media, Instagram, Jalil_Hackett. I'm on Twitter at Jalil Major HCKTT. And people be asking me about my Twitter name. It's just my first name, my middle name, and then it's my last name, but without the vowels. So people always ask if it was a typo. I say no, it's not a typo. It's my last name, just taking the vowels out of it. Um, and I guess a little interesting thing about me. A lot of my fans do know it though. When I'm not, in the gym or I'm not training or getting ready for a fight, I just be in the crib playing the game. You know, I just be chilling. So,
Like what's the game?
um, any of the fans, I know y'all love to give y'all opinions on boxing and everything, but if you love to get your ass whooped in 2K or get your ass beat in Madden or whatever, you know, that whatever you want to play, I'm more than likely to whoop your ass. Except for UFC. I ain't nice at UFC, and I ain't got the chance to get my hands on the little undisputed game that they about to drop. So those I'm gonna have to hold off on, but everything else, like AB man, anybody can get it.
What squad you running with it, Madden? What squad you running with?
I'm a Philly fan. I'm an Eagles fan, so I usually use Philly. But if I ain't using Philly, I probably use like San Fran or something like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up for all the gamers. You already know. Free smoke.
Hey man, I'll take that challenge, getting my ass kicked in the video game. You know what I mean? Instead of doing it in the ring. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Well, you already know, man. God bless you, man, and you already know. Stay true to the next one.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you for having me.
You already know.
All right.
You already know, my guy. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Good kid, like you said, man.
Oh man, the last two interviews we've had with Norman Jr. Now this young man. See, I gravitate to this, bro. I love it, man. That young man has got his head on right. Any question you threw at him, he answered it like a man, like a mature young man is supposed to, not with no airhead shit. I love it, man. I damn love it. Great kid. Yeah, his pops doing a good job with him. Absolutely. That's why I threw that in there, because it doesn't come from just the sky. I know that put in that work.
Hell yeah.
That's it, And we gotta give these fathers that's, taking these kids to these fights, to these tournaments, tirelessly over and over again, investing money into
their future of the sport. It's no trophies for that. The fathers get no trophies for that. No pat on the back. And people don't know the tournaments cost a lot. It costs a lot. That's what you're not supposed to. I mean, me as a father, I don't expect anything from my work. You know what I mean? But then what we can't be doing is shitting on them. You know what I mean? That part. I don't expect. I wouldn't expect nothing. I don't want nothing. What I do is my duty, my job. Period. As a father. But so for me to expect anything, nothing at all. But to be shitting on these fathers those who know it's hard work, it's dedication, and we can't be shitting on fathers like we do it. We see it all the time in boxing. How we be shitting on fathers, regardless of what it is. You don't know what they all been through, and so we can't be doing that. Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, that was an awesome interview, man. Awesome interview. Getting him up here right after having Norman, his father, up here. Now, have you had Jalil Hackett and his father up here at the same time?
On IG, yeah. Yeah. His father he's a cool guy.
But did you notice? Dads came on, and the sons came on individually. Yeah. They repping themselves, and they both did. That's like very similar, man. They're like very similar. Both young men, Norman Jr. and Jalil, man. Very, very, very similar in their personas. Great job, man. Great family. I'm excited for them. Jalil Hackett. I've been hella high on him for a long time, man. Definitely one of my favorite young fighters coming up. And Brian Norman, that's my guy. Like Brian Norman, that's my guy. He's one of the most realest, down to earth, people you gonna meet. For sure. It makes it easy to be a fan, bro. It just, regardless of the fact, it just makes it easier to be a fan.
Yeah, because once they take like a couple L's, you can still be that like it don't mean nothing. Like you don't want to like rag on them because they're cool people and shit.
Right.
I seen Bill Haney's live. He went on live yesterday, and there was like a fan that was gonna rag on him, like what happened, Bill? What happened? And then like Bill was just like being humble, and right away that dude he felt it. Like he felt it. He's like, yo, that's his son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he felt it, so he humbled up real quick and shit. So that's true.
You've even heard me tell people or say this all the time, man. I really don't get on Bill Haney like that because I understand what he be doing. I understand the game, man. Like he doing what he has to do to make Devin name blow up. And you got to give it to Bill. Come on now, especially in today's boxing. Devin's name wouldn't be near as big as it is if it was not for Bill Haney. Exactly. So, the criticism is going to come with that because a lot of people don't think like we do. They don't understand. But I've always looked at Bill and say, man, I understand what he's doing. I don't take none of this shit personal. And it's just, he's doing a hell of a job at what he's doing. He really is. Because
he learned on his feet. That's why. He learned on the job while training his son. He learned how to market and promote his son. So therefore, you're seeing inexperience and you're seeing small little mistakes that normal promoters like Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, they're more articulate. They know the ins and outs of the business. They know how to stroke an ego. They know if I say this, it may burn a bridge over here with this guy. If I say this, it may rub this fighter wrong. But Bill, he's all in for Devin. That's it. That's all you see is a father that loves his son to the ends of the earth, and he's going to scorch the earth for anybody that tries to go against them.
I would expect nothing less from any father. I expect nothing less from any of the fathers that are out here in this game of boxing. They all do the same thing. And yeah, they love us all some way, the wrong way or some shit. And we're going to push back on the shit, but you'll never hear me one thing say is remove your dad. Get rid of your dad. That bullshit that people be on, no, you can't be doing that.
Because his dad is what got him there.
It's not even because he's got him there. That's his dad. You know what I mean? Period. And forget about I'm saying that.
Yeah, but get him out of that. Get him out of the head seat though. The head seat. The head seat for a trainer is a different seat. You can have a seat for your career, which is a manager and a dad and making sure that he's a great advisor. That's one thing. But the art of being a coach needs to be respected, period. Especially in the lights. Head coach, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
The fighter needs answers, and you need to be able to deliver those, period.
Yeah. I never looked at Bill as a I just don't look at Bill as a trainer, coach like that. I've always looked at Bill as a promoter for his son. Yeah. Like when I look at Bill, trainer don't even come to my mind. Like I forget that he is the actual trainer.
So then you feel bad for Devin then.
Huh?
So then you feel bad for Devin because he's a young fighter.
I mean,
smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of that high-level pro boxing media. I'm going to be getting the phone lines open one more time. You already know that shit died for the second time. This is going to be the last one, though. So, appreciate you guys for topping in. Bill's ego. Bill's kind of funny, but Haney still boring. So there's that. Jackie Wild. Subscribe. Rel, damn, I was thinking about you, bro, the other day. No homo. I'm gonna get you on here. It's been a minute, Rel. Always liking your videos. Let's get my man Rel up in here. Let's get Clear Moraine up in here. Punches up in here. We out here. The community's out. The community's outside. What's going on, Claire Moraine, another member of Mill City Boxing? Salute.
Great interview, bro. That kid right there, big fan of that kid. I like the questions and I like the answers more than anything. He's really mature, man. That's a real mature kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? He act like his dad watching him when he's talking. He's holding his last name down. I like that. You know what I'm saying? He holding his last name down. He ain't embarrassing his family. For sure. I like that, bro. I like what he said about going up in weight. Ooh, I hope he still feel like that. You know how it gets. When the money gets to you, you know, start making those right moves. But right now, he's talking that right talk right now. He's talking that right talk, bro. I like that.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and I can't wait to see him fight. Honestly, I can't wait to see him fight.
Yeah, bro. I think Eddie's going to keep him active, bro. That's what I'm loving about the Eddie Hearn movement right now, how he's dealing with these fighters, is the activity that he's promising them. Punch! What's up, bro?
D, my red punch,
Cooked
Bronchi.
the shit out of Victor Conti. That shit was crazy, bro. Did you see my comment? You ain't see. You got like 1,000 comments, so you ain't see my comment.
I wait, I watch the comments when I'm, taking a dump or something like that.
That's a good time to do it, yeah. For sure. No, it's a good time. It's a good time to do it. Nah, it is. Come on. You already know. That's the perfect time, bro. Right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Underbody's attention. I give you
No, he be like this. He be like...
Nobody bothering you. Nobody walking in on you. You get a...
Oh, you talking... No, this was talking shit.
Nah, but it was fair. What you said was fair, and it was honest, bro. Like, you can't really. I mean, I know there was jokes in there, and you was getting at him. You know what I'm saying? You was getting at him, but I'll say 95% of it was just what it is. Like, I think it is. I think that's true. Like, you've done so much on in this game as far as athletes are concerned. You can't turn no criticism away. You just can't do it, bro. You just can't, bro. You can't turn no inquiries, no questioning, no criticism. That's what you signed up for. If you don't like it, get out the game, bro. You did it to yourself, bro. That's official. Like, that was good.
That's what it is,
give
man.
me flowers. Yeah, salute on that punch, man. Hey, man,
I'm just trying to be nice, man. He called me stupid, man. He called me a stupid though.
That was funny to get into, but I gotta keep it real. If we were doing awards for video content, that right there would be up there. That would be up there. No, that was clean. Considering the fact that you ain't got no teleprompter. Yeah, you really maintained health. I know how hard it is to do that because I'm trying to be in the space right now. It's so hard. It's so hard to keep that focus and like really. You didn't move you stayed right on point, bro. You quoted the fighters. I mean the athletes he fucked up. Yeah, like you got down the list. It was good.
And it's unfortunate. We don't want to. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but again, those fighters did sign up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, I'm cool. I'm cool with Boo Boo. I asked Boo Boo one time, like, yo, you know, if you knock out David Benavidez, you know what they're gonna say. Yeah. It's gonna be on that snack, right? It is what it is.
That comes with it. It comes with it. Yeah, man. It comes with it.
It is what it is. It's unfair, but it is. It's just.
I mean, is it unfair?
No, it's unfair because I don't think the fighters are cheating. I don't think Caleb.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the Meats Andre. I don't think Devin. I don't think none.
But they gotta acknowledge the scrutiny that comes with who they're affiliated with. It is what it is. Like you're gonna get the scrutiny. Now it's unfair to say that you own something when they haven't proven that you own nothing. But it's not unfair to ask questions and to look at them a little harder than you look at everybody else when you know who they're dealing with. Especially when you hear like Shane Mosley's story, right? When Shane Mosley's like got something on him and he didn't even know he was getting something on him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Come on, yo. I'm gonna tell you something about the fighters, man. They very gullible. They most of them don't even read their own contracts, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're brought up with everybody doing everything for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Most of these fighters they sign with the manager's attorney or the promoter's attorney. That's why, like later on in their contract, when it's about to end, they be like, "Oh, I'm about to be a free agent," not knowing that you became a champion, so you hooked on 3 to 5 more fights because you became a champion.
Right.
You know, and they're like, "Oh, yo, I'm value more than this," but when they signed you, that wasn't your value before. So
some people say that kind of motivated Ryan a little bit too. Some people say that motivated Ryan a little bit too in the situation. That's what I was about to say. Like you poking that bear again because a lot of people saying that's what Ryan did to kind of get out of De La Hoya and them because or at least have the freedom, right? Like even if you don't leave, just not be held down. You know what I'm saying? And think about Mayweather probably giving some little advice like you gonna get paid per fight more than you will staying with one promoter. You see Canelo doing it. You see Crawford now doing it. You see a lot of fighters taking their brand to different promotions per fight.
Yep. I mean that's risky too, because then the promoters
Ask Tio.
The promoters got the power. Exactly, right? The promoters got the power. You just ain't going to come to my promotional company for one fight while I built this guy and invested all this money. You're going to take the belts and you think you're going to get this victory? Nah, what will happen? What happened today versus Jack Catterall? Nah, you don't got that power with Danny Cunningham like you used to, Josh Taylor. You don't got that type of power no more. You know? You ain't gonna win on my scorecards. The zone is up to play now.
Not yet. Not with Turkey lurking. Not with Turkey lurking. We ain't doing that. But you know, all this stuff started in WWE. You know, all this. You know, who was that? CM Punk. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take this WWE belt with me," and he went to AEW.
Nah, that was before CM Punk. That was Bret Hart. Remember?
Yo, Bret won the
Bret Hart did it
too. Yeah.
And they did him dirty with the.
You talking about with that? Was it the Shawn Michaels fight? Was it
in Canada? Yeah, in Canada. Him and Vince McMahon.
But you know they still. And they gave Shawn Michaels the win, right? They gave Shawn Michaels the win.
The screw job.
The belt off.
The screw job.
He spins around the building for that. Yep. Shawn Michaels gave him the bird. Yeah. Because he let him know, like, we screwed you. And we on national TV, we watching it not knowing that it's a behind-the-scenes screw job. Yeah. I don't even know if I realized wrestling was fake yet. Did I realize it was fake yet? I don't know. I had a point in time when I thought wrestling was real for a little bit. I ain't gonna. It's real. It's real. Yeah. All of it. It's great. There was a lot of arguments over that shit, bro. A lot of arguments over that shit. Now, you know, a lot of niggas got smacked over. Let me hit you and see if it's fake. Yeah. Let me throw you off the cage like Undertaker and Mankind. Let me see if it's fake. Let me see. I was arguing for a minute before I accepted that shit was fake. It was a good minute. The bumps and bruises ain't fake. It's scripted, but the bumps and bruises ain't fake. Facts. Yo, can I ask you guys a question? This Errol Spence, Fedora, WBO being stripped from Fedora situation, Terrence Crawford and Islam Madrimov looking like it's going to be a unification fight. Whoever wins that fight looks like they're going to walk away full champion, WBO and obviously the WBA. Do you think the WBO is handling this correctly, or do you feel like this is not getting handled correctly? Nope. Being that they did the same thing to Jamel, right? They did the same thing when Jamel went to fight Canelo. They pulled that WBO title off him and they gave it to 10. But they gave him the heads up, right? They told Fedora that night while he still had tissue stuffed up his nose, sitting there doing an interview, trying to stop his nose from leaking. They let him know that night, you're going to fight Terrence, or you can fight Errol, but we're going to take that WBO belt off you. I don't know if it's fair or not, but that's what's wrong with boxing too, man. It confuses the fans. You know what I'm saying?
Just like Mayweather said, anybody can be a champion.
Yep. I too many belts. I say like this: anybody could be a belt holder, but it's up to the boxing heads, the pundits, the independent media, the ones that got voices to recognize the champions, the real champions. You could be a belt holder in boxing.
Well, we got to start calling it like that, though. You a belt holder.
You a belt holder. That's it.
You a belt holder. Yeah. Who you fight? Who you fight to win that?
Mm-hmm. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question, though, right?
Don't get me started.
When you look at the politics that Terrence Crawford has been having to deal with for a long time, trying to get at championships and trying to get unification fights and the things that been thrown in his face on the wrong side of the street. You know, he put his mandatory in to fight the champion to get the belt. And then PBC, said, hey, man, Spence's family. And he got to hear shit like that. Is he wrong for playing his cards and be like, well, you know what? By any means necessary, bro. Because nobody going to tell me I ain't willing to fight you. That's BS. We ain't going to say that about Terrence. So, but at the end of the day, he got to get it how he lived because they playing that game with him. Isn't it all fair? What's good for the goose? I don't know because I feel like business decisions speak louder than words. Remember, Bud Crawford signed the extension. He was undisputed at 140, so he could have gone any other route. He could have gone to WBO, the WBA, the WBC, the IBF. You chose to sign the extension with Top Rank. You could have gone and say, you know what, I want to be the manager to the WBC. I want to be the manager to the WBA, and you would have been the mandatory to Thurman. You would have been the mandatory to Errol Spence. You chose to do the business stuff. You chose to resign with and sign the extension with Top Rank, and that's why you got Jeff Horn. Because you thought you was going to get Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, right. Well, see, Bob had promised him that. And see, that was the thing. Bob had promised him the Pacquiao fight. Remember, Bob even said he tried to make the Pacquiao fight. This was, 2008? He tried to make the fight with Crawford and Pacquiao, but Pacquiao didn't want that smoke. Promises in boxing? In boxing, you're going with promises and if memory serves me correct, Pacquiao asked for $35 million back then to fight Terrence Crawford, and they priced it out. And Bob was like, "Yo, I'm not paying you that." But let's don't forget, we're not doing that. Yeah, said these boxers ain't that. They're not on point with the business like that. You know what I'm saying? But then, they're depending on the promoter. So if he falls for what Bob Arum is telling him. Mm-hmm. If he believes that, because Bob Arum, he's just focused on fighting, You know, I mean, look, I think a lot of people made mistakes, but I think today, just, moving forward, is he moving the wrong way? I don't know. He put himself in a situation where he's going to get big paydays with Turkey. And now, look, he was playing chess, not checkers. No matter what anybody want to say, he has a shot at being a unified champion at 154 pounds right now.
So tell me, so what did Bud Crawford actually did this time around? Now he's the undisputed 147, and what he do? He petitioned to be what? The mandatory to who?
To probably to contend, but Fundora.
The winner Fundora and Tim too.
Right.
All right. He dropped the belt. He's getting a title shot. Same thing he could have done at 140 when he moved up to 147.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants. You got the power to go after for what you want. You decided to sign the extension. And anyway, at PBC, at PBC, these welterweights was fighting each other anyway. It's not like they just don't want to fight Bud Crawford. We've seen Ugas and Porter. We've seen Porter and Thurman. We've seen Spence and Porter. We've seen even Danielson Garcia and Porter.
But to Crawford's defense, you got to realize Crawford, it's like we watched him usher himself into the social media era that he didn't want no part of.
Exactly.
Crawford was that quiet country boy from Nebraska that loved to fight and fish. And do his little stuff on his property. Shoot his guns and play with his sons. That's it. He's a father man. So he actually was in the midst of seeing this social media icon stuff start changing and evolving, and he wasn't a part of it. Mm-hmm. And he felt as though he deserved it because he was undisputed at 140. He was, he done did all the accolades, but he didn't put in the work on social media with the talking, with showing your life, with, showing people your cars and, the Canelo list type stuff, the Mayweather type stuff. See, them guys ushered themselves with the social media. Right. They didn't shy away from it and say, I don't want no cameras in my face. Crawford was that type of dude. He didn't really want all that. But now he understands it has to be for you to be a commodity and to build your brand in boxing. Right. Or you're going to just be, like we said, a belt holder.
Right. So how you like that? How you like that pole? How you like that pole punch?
What pole?
The poll in the chat. 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 No te ponga así.
No.
No te ponga a Jose Vargas.
Get that right now. What happened over here with the 140?
Yo, oye. I gotta stop it. I gotta stop you real quick because that short that you did with the dembo, la mamá. Algo. La mamada.
Come on, hey yo, man, stop, man. Y'all lining that pole. Come on, man. DK Matias, DK 50, the best one. Come on, we all know it's Tio.
Matias at 48%.
Matias won the poll, but I think Tio too. But I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go with Tio, man. Just with I went with Tio too. Because
everybody know that.
Trenches, you need a dog that know how to come out fight, and not somebody that we just. We hope we don't know what Matias gonna do against a big fighter, somebody that's gonna punch back. I gotta go with the sure shot. I gotta go with somebody I know that I done seen in the trench. Fight with blood, fight with guts, and fight with some glory.
Who he fight that punching? Who he fight that punching?
Who, Matias?
Nah, Tio. Tio.
Hey, look, man, Matias ain't nothing but another Richard Comey. Let's go. Richard Comey can punch. He can't punch.
And he has one right hand. His left hook is suspect. His right hand's good. He's a one-handed fighter.
I feel like what my man just said. I feel like Tio is gonna be able to figure out Matias' style and land laying them bombs on him. How about this? Matias come forward style. Right. That makes perfect.
What happens when Teal's asthma kick in? What happened when Teal's asthma kick in the league?
That's it.
He gonna pull a Usyk and random.
Why y'all doing that? Why y'all putting that on Usyk's body, bro? Get that jacket off Usyk.
Right back to work.
Right back kissing his cross, bro. Stay true to his God, bro. Kissing the cross, man. Y'all God in the building, bro. What he said, I left the door cracked open and let God in, bro.
Matias, 33 years old. He already let me know his mindset right here in Mill City Boxing. Two things that he said that lets me everything. That let me know everything about him defensively and offensively mentality. He told Mill City that Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, I'm not gonna outbox him. They can outbox. I'm not gonna beat him like that. It's either I get knocked out or I knock him out.
Yeah.
That's right there tells me no IQ. You're just going physically. You could I would power them. I would. If I can, I can't. I get
That's
knocked
the point,
out.
Yeah. He's gonna force the square to the circle peg. If you're going to force that square
Papi, nosotros somos boricuas. We're not going to tell you everything that we're going to do, Papa. We're not going to tell you how we're going to do it. Papa, es que nosotros no sabemos más nada. Nosotros no sabemos más nada. All we know how to do is knock out. And that's it.
And also, we all know he gives up the first couple rounds. He takes slow to warm up. Come on, you can't do that.
¿Por qué no? Why not? Why not?
You don't got it.
Why not?
For real, how long can you continue to take that punishment before neurologically, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just going to slow down at some point. He's going to have to stop getting punched in his head, bro. You can't just sit there getting punched in your head.
No, but that's what he said. I'm just going to get knocked out. Knock him out or go knock me out.
I like Matias. I really do like Matias. But we have all seen pressure fighters get broke down by a true boxer with high IQ. All they got to do is wait and time that, and it's over.
Hey, yo, it's going to be like it's going to be like Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti again. Teofimo Lopez going to tee off Matias. Bing, 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 bing,
I do visualize seeing Teofimo Lopez do that backward flip at the end of that fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to do the OU kid. He's going to be like Ken. He's going to be like Ryan from Street Fighter. Man, we ain't even going to recognize Matias. He's going to be looking like Martin Lawrence. He's going to be looking like Martin Lawrence in that show when he fought Thomas Hearns.
Yeah. Listen, T.O. hits hard enough to where Matias don't want to just be getting punched like that.
Ask Josh Taylor that. Sean Taylor. I said Josh Taylor.
Oh, man, Josh Taylor or T.O. We'll see.
Nope. That was his last fight.
Matias, bro.
Huh?
He's not Matias. Matias gonna get punched.
Matias will stop Josh Taylor. Easy work. Easy work.
I don't know about
Easy work.
I haven't seen Josh Taylor get stopped. I don't know about that.
Because he ain't fighting Matias, the Puerto Rican tournamator. That's why.
I haven't seen Matias fight at that level.
I bet you Liam Paro. I bet you Liam Paro will outbox. He'll outbox Josh Taylor. But you know what? People that know that skill in the ring, they know that a Paro will beat both of those guys that just fought tonight.
Let's see what Liam Paro got from Matias. Let's see if he outboxed Matias, bro. He got a fight coming up June 15th. Yeah,
but the thing about it is that they're gonna have to deal with. He's gonna have to deal with that punishment, and then someone's gonna have to call Paro out, and they're gonna say, "Oh no, you got stopped by Matias." No, it's Matias. What you talking about?
We compare it, but look, this is the difference with where Tio is at and where Matias is at. The best opponent for Matias at right now is Liam Paro.
Papa.
That's his best opponent.
Papa.
My boy already fought Loma. My boy already fought Josh Taylor. My boy already fought Sando Martin that retired.
Dog. Tio fighting little dogs. Fighting little dogs from at 135. He built his hype over there.
He moved up when Matias been at 140 and still got the lineal crown.
Papa, Josh Taylor ain't cracking like that.
I don't know. Matias doing good, yo.
Josh Taylor couldn't even put Regis on his ass either.
It's all right.
Josh Taylor ain't cracking like that.
It's levels to this.
I know.
You talking about Josh? You talking about Liam right now?
I'm talking about Josh Taylor. Dude, that's the best win that Tio got right now, or Loma.
I say that's Loma.
I'm gonna give it to Loma because of that type of IQ. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I agree with you about Tio not fighting the punchers yet. I haven't seen him fight a real puncher yet. I ain't gonna act like I have. I just haven't.
You haven't seen him fight a puncher.
He's smart enough to deal with Matias. I just think he's smart.
And then the puncher that he did fight, which was Pedro Campas, is not really a high IQ fighter like that. His punch placement ain't even all that. He's a pressure fighter that with high volume that give people problems, boxers problems.
Right.
Pero Tio at 140 pounds. I still want to see more. I honestly want to see more. I mean, how you can't just beat Josh Taylor and tell me you that guy. You gotta go and keep fighting people at 140.
Hey yo, you know what's funny that when I when people want to debate boxing, they always want to refer to like BoxRec, like but check his BoxRec and check his record.
No.
Well, let me check BoxRec right now. You know what?
Oh, you want to BoxRec?
Right now, number 7 is Steve Claggett.
That was the intro to BoxRec.
It's Steve Claggett. Hey yo, number 10 is Liam Paru. So still, Teofimo Lopez is fighting better fighters than Matias.
Don't do yo. You on Mill City Boxing right now. Do not go on BoxRec and say that right now. Don't do that.
Hey, look.
He got 7 L's. 7 L's. That's crazy.
Still became an 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all. The GOAT lost 7 times, damn it. He was getting knocked out early in his career. If I would have told you a long time ago that Manny Pacquiao, when he got knocked out the 2nd time, that he would become all of that, you think I'd be crazy.
You don't even believe that.
Yeah, hey, Steve Claggett is a good opponent.
You don't even believe that. You don't believe that.
He is a motor scooter.
He's a super motor scooter.
Claggett's the new name. I'm calling other fighters a Claggett. You a Claggett. Shut up.
You a Claggett.
Claggett is number 7. It's number 7 on BoxRec.
You better not have no problem.
That's my video.
You a Claggett.
Handle that, bro.
But guess who's number 1 on BoxRec?
Tio.
Super Matias. Oh, so you don't want. All right. We don't go.
Now we don't go off of that. 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 Nah. Matias is not number 1 because BoxRec tells him he's number 1. He's number 1 because he's gonna show you that he's gonna knock out your favorite fighter. That's what.
All right.
When he knock out your favorite fighter, that's when he's number 1 in your eyes. Trust me.
Look at the accolades right now, man.
He better get him on. He better get him
the accolades.
Because the longer he keep running with the way he running, the closer he is to each fight, bro. He cutting off years off his life, bro. The way he fights is unhealthy, bro.
You know what's unhealthy? You know what's unhealthy too? Their opponents after the fight.
Man, I'm saying like that. He's gonna squash him. He's gonna turn that man into a mofongo.
What was that guy's name?
Yo, Punch, right? Since when Teofimo Lopez has been this tournamator that you speak upon at 140 pounds?
Oh no! He's just gonna break him down.
He's just a C-class fighter, man. He's a C-class fighter.
I never say he's gonna destroy that. I say he's gonna make him lumped up and stuff. Like he's gonna play around with him. You know what I'm saying? Gonna do some Fortnite dances all over this guy. Matias is easy. Matias is straight up easy for Tio. Huh?
That's crazy that you say that. But easy?
Easy.
Hey, we're not
just like
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say Matias can be easy for Tio. I can see it. I can see
Matias is not an easy fight for nobody, guys.
Very difficult.
You know what?
Matias is not an easy fight for nobody, guys.
I like this fight. You know why I like the Steve Claggett fight? Because the Steve Claggett has.
You better not even show the Steve Claggett. You better not even do that right now. You gonna show this fight? He said, you know what?
Look at his voice.
What do you love? What you love about this Claggett?
This Steve Claggett, man. I'm telling you, the Steve Claggett Canadian. This man is a dangerous man.
7 L's.
Yo, he's got 7. His losses were epic. His losses were of epic proportions. They were, you guys don't get it.
Y'all don't get it.
Somebody need to sell it.
Yo. Matter of fact, yo, let me put Brian Norman Jr.'s dad in here so he could go and stop this Teal female parade real quick.
His pressure
Hold on.
is like a baby mama's pressure when she's calling you asking for child support. That's the pressure that Steve Claggett was going
Yeah. All right. We'll see. I'm telling you right now, the fight right now is Brian Norman Jr. versus Teofimo Lopez. That's the fight.
We see that coming.
Talk to me. What's going on, Senior?
We got it, man. What's going on with you?
I'm over here. You know, we did that nice interview with your son, man, and I'm over here. This is Team Teofimo Lopez right here. We with
Punt. Man. Don't do that. We're unbiased.
You can't even do that after you saw me while we were calling the fight. And what happened to in the middle of the fight, Mills? How was I bumping his no man? Yo, let me hey, glad you have you on, Senior. We were calling your son's fight. And I had Santillan. I had Santillan. I said Santillan is gonna stop your son. That's how I had it. And by round 4 or 5, and we're doing the live. We're commentating your son's fight.
We're like this,
bro. Your son earned every bit of my damn respect. I'm pumped. Yeah, get him. Knock him out, bro. Get him. Get my respect. Okay, congratulations. Beyond that, congratulations doing the job because you have a fine young man. He's got a good head over his shoulder. We interviewed him here. Great young man. It's very easy to become a fan of the young man beyond boxing. Congratulations, sir. Thank you, man.
But
Thank you.
But I brought Senior in here because you know what? He got tough skin. You know what I mean? He's ready for the debate. All right, he's ready for it, guys. Just to let y'all know. So listen, Senior, how do you see your son and Teofimo Lopez? How do you see that fight going?
Outside of Merker, man. I mean, that's no disrespect to him, but you're Merker. It really would. Oh, Lord. We done. I mean, hey, listen. We're going to give T.O. Listen. We know T.O. like to fight. We know people like to run from T.O. They worry about his power, everything else. My son showed you, not even told you, he showed you he don't mind standing in the fire. You got him coming off. I don't remember. This is not about a power reference. I'm just going to give you an example. Let's think about it from a pressure standpoint. We just saw Santillan was good enough, strong enough, tough enough to stop. I'm not going to say undefeated Rocha, but a Rocha that's never been knocked out and a good Rocha. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know Rashida beat him or whatever. You know what I mean? But it was a Rocha that, he was known to have good power, decent power. Santillan stood in there, fought with him, worked with him, and knocked him out. Like, he overpowered him and knocked him out. My son took that. He took it with no remorse. He didn't think about it. He's going to do T.O. the same way. Now, of course, you're going to have someone say T.O. hits harder, T.O. does this and that. But you tell me one dog fight like Santillan had with Rocha that T.O. ever had. You tell me one fight that T.O. had with anybody like Santillan and my son just had. Those are I don't want to take it too high.
Game tested.
It was the anniversary. Listen, even though it was the anniversary of what's them boys' name? Gotti Wood. That the day they fought was the anniversary of Gotti Wood. So I don't want to put it on that level, but they damn sure was working. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put it up there, as hard. You know what I mean? That's forever memorable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But your son's fight was a banger. It was a fight that we have no problem wanting to rewatch it again. Let's put it that way. Absolutely, you know what I mean? But then coming back to the Teal thing is, Teal's got all the athletic abilities on top of the boxing IQ that I don't think your son has for that. Just today. I'm not saying he can't develop it. I'm saying today.
See, and that's where you're wrong. They thought he didn't have a lot of stuff he didn't have. I told Mill City. I told him it was several ways he could have beat him. See, people looking at one thing. That's what I keep telling y'all. I don't know. To me, when boxing diehard fans speak like that, it's ignorance to me. It's like you're acting like a casual. You're acting like people don't have different styles and different levels to go to. You turn it on when it's time to go. Turn it on. That's what you do. That's what you do. My man coming for the smoke. I like it. I like it. All the smoke. All the smoke.
T.O. does. When the level is up, bring me Loma. Nothing.
Absolutely. Hey, no argument. No, hey, zero argument for me. Zero argument for me. So that's what I'm saying. That's when it's going to be a real war of attrition. That's when it's going to be a real war of who has the better and who does what better. But you can't sit and tell me about one performance, two performance, three. You can't tell me that what my son can and can't do. You can't say right now he doesn't have that because he's a bad motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you.
I've seen him outdog another dog. That's what I saw in that last fight.
It's ain't about dogs.
But the bully, I've got to bully. That's what I saw in that last fight. It was plus I saw a beautiful inside game offensively. Your son's defense, it needs work. I mean, it needs work. But when we're talking about Teal, the man who had nobody else in boxing's got 2 pound-for-pound fighters on his resume, and he schooled them.
Last time I checked, my son hadn't gotten a ring with 2 pound-for-pound legends.
That's my
point. But last time I checked, any fighter he got in there with, he beat him, and he didn't beat it. It wasn't close.
Well, I mean,
any fighter he got in there with, he beat him, and it wasn't close.
The performances before this, the reason I said Santi Yan was going to stop your son, because I saw
the Boca Chica fight.
The last 2 performances.
The Boca Chica.
Prior to that.
So was the fight close? My son got caught with a good shot, a shot which he got caught with a shot which I never denied. He never denied. We never shied away from it.
It has nothing to do with it.
Wait. It's boxing. So it happened. We never denied it. It's not about getting hit with shots. It's about how you handle the shots when you get hit with it. Did he run? Did he falter? Did he waver? Did he?
I don't question any of that. I question that he got himself in that position.
You do realize T.O. got hit by the same fucking shot this far, right? By the same person. Look it up. Want me to send it to you? Same person, same shot.
And
got him.
And the sparring. And was it doghouse rules or was it working on something?
He got hit by the same shot.
Were we talking about sparring, though.
Working on anything. Listen to me. Working on something or not, he wasn't being defensively responsible. When you're in the ring, I don't give a fuck what you're working on. You have to be responsible. I tell myself included, just real quick, I remember being in there with a kid before. I'm playing with him. I had my mouth like this, watch me. I was just fucking around playing. Motherfucker hit me in my jaw like it broke my shit, click my shit, because my mouth was open because I'm fucking around playing with him. You can't play with defense like that.
Who you think is going to be the hunter trying to get this fight happening?
The lights are brighter than ever.
Do you think, I want to know if it's going to be the Team Norman Jr. hunting Teofimo down, or once his son gets elevated to having the WBO belt, once Crawford vacates, do you think it's going to be Tio to come hunt you guys down?
So check me out. He ain't got to hunt far. We ready for Tio right now. He ain't got to come far. All he got to do is say the word. We both got the same promoter. Huh?
That's what they all say.
I'm right here. I gotta stay home. I'm telling you. I'm the one. I'm telling you.
Hey. My team said the same thing, and when they send them the contract, my hand hurts. I don't want you guys to catch the same type of case on my hand hurts when they get it.
Real. Listen. Have I lied about everything I said to you?
Nah.
Have I been transparent about everything I said to you?
Yeah.
I have no reason to fake it. We know, man. We run to work. We run the fire. If motherfuckers listen to me, if this fight did not have a chance to come fruition, and T.O. was talking shit,
I assure you, I will be on the next plane to go fuck T.O. up just because he was talking shit. That's the truth. That's the kind of people we are. We go to the smoke.
Yo, I'm telling them that your son is the hardest fight in that roster over there at Top Rank. That for possible fights for Tio. That's why I'm outspoken upon it with these two right here.
You say it. Listen to me. You say the word. Y'all are the guys. Tell Tio we welcome the fight. We would take the fight right now. Tell him to ask Bob. He got more power and more pull than we got. Oh, that's tell him to tell Bob he want the fucking fight. You got to fight. Tell him. All right. Sation. Wait a minute. We wanted. Here it is. We wanted Sation. We voiced that. We was going on about our business. Took a Boca Chica. Took a Quentin Randall. Took blah 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 blah. Santion's fight fell out. Santion turns around and says he wants us. What we do? 30 seconds. Hell yeah. We in it. You understand what I'm saying? Much respect. I had wait. With everybody and their mama still saying, hey, he's gonna beat him. He's gonna this. He's gonna. All the odds were against us. Yes. We knew. Yes. Why the fuck do you think? What kind of pressure? Fuck the athleticism. What kind of pressure do you think that Tio is gonna put on my son that he's not gonna be ready for? He's not.
Tio on his back foot with your son.
Now, you say Tio gonna be on the back foot?
Yep.
Now see, and that's what.
You gonna put some on your son. You gonna put some on Norman.
Hey, listen, and there you go, and that's where you gonna learn that he has a very high IQ. You ain't seen enough of it. Okay, well, you seen enough of Tio. You ain't seen enough. We welcome the fight. Hey, it ain't nothing but a fucking phone call. I've been pushing it. I've already said, once this happens and nothing happens, a super fight with Tio in the fall.
I ain't pushing boots. I ain't pushing boots like everybody else. I'm pushing Tio.
Tell him to call. There was no reason. We didn't say Tio because Tio's at 140. Right. So there was no reason to push for a Tio. But if Tio, again, even if, like I said, I told, I'm not sure if it was you, Mill, or anybody else, like I said, even if it was Boze and Boots pushing for a fight, we don't duck any smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Well, we know what we would like to do, but just the way we're not built, you ain't finna call us out. You ain't finna call us out and not get that shit back. I don't give a fuck. Once your son becomes elevated and has the WBO belt, you know Tio's only gonna do is call WBO as a super, and it's gonna be an immediate fight. I'll get second, I'll get third. We right here, making a fight.
That's good.
He's got a big fight possibly coming up after this next fight. Whenever Tio, we ready for that fight. We ready. Whenever Tio Liberty ass want that smoke, come get that smoke. I'm gonna show y'all, and that will be another. Wait. Let me ask you a question. If y'all seen my son last fight, you never seen that side of him that you saw with Santiago, correct? I seen your son have dog in him, if that's what you're saying. No. You never seen that side of him before you watched him fight Tio, correct? No. The development of his offensive skill that I saw versus Santiago, it's not fucking development. Why are you not listening to me? It's not development. Because I didn't see it in the last fight. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. It's not about development. It's about the shit coming together. He's been doing this shit forever. I've been telling people forever. This is not development. I hate when people say, they went back to they worked on it. No, it's not that. All we doing is just sharpen and sharpen and sharpen. Well, now, let me make a quick observation about. Hold on, this damn dog keep barking. Let me make a quick observation real quick about the defense too. What people keep saying. The amount of pressure, this man, just real quick, just brief, give me 30 seconds. Santiago was putting his fucking head in his face. He was having to push his head off with the referee not helping him. He was putting his fucking forearm in his face and neck. He was having to do all of that without the ref's help. So his hands are occupied with doing that. His hands are occupied with doing that. This man is putting immense amount of pressure on him. Of course he's going to get hit. But to be honest with you, I wasn't even worried about those type of shots that he was getting hit with. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? With what he had going on, that's going to happen. Nobody else does that kind of illegal shit. Nobody else is going to get them that kind of dirty pressure fight. He was doing everything. He was putting his head down, putting it right up in his face. My son was having to push him out with his hand. He was pushing him out with his hand and hitting him and everything else. And he was just throwing looping shots from everywhere. Some of the shots he called when he was calling straight back, fine and dandy is part of the game. That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, some of those shots would have never gotten through with everybody else if he wouldn't have been preoccupied with his motherfucking head in his face. No questioning. No questioning. You guys made me a fan that night. I'm telling you, I saw all that. I saw all of that, man. I'm telling you. I was barking, get him. I appreciate that. I'm just, so I mean, you be lovely, man. I had nothing but admiration for you and your son for that night. It was a beautiful performance, epic. Because I knew it was one of those type of fights that if you lose, they cut the tape. We know what was on the line, possibly. Hey, possibly. There you go, because I don't believe that either. You got other words on that too, babe. That's fine. But you guys earned it, and now they stuck with you guys. So easy.
Senior, tell me why you believe that Tio doesn't go 12 rounds with your son.
Because he has a big ego. He has a big ego, just like a lot of these other fighters. And I think that when he get hit, I think he's gonna make him want to fight.
You see how that tone? I heard the tone. You see how it went like that? When the he said,
No. The tone went. No. Don't get it twisted. Wait. The tone went down because of the same way my son speaks. I told him to speak that way. When I speak excited like that or whatever, I get the mumbling of my words. I want to speak clearly so you hear exactly the shit that's coming out of my mouth. Because we got that southern accent, that southern lingo, and you be like, what the fuck is he talking about? All right. So even with my son, when you speak to him, notice he slow down a little bit because we got to hear the shit coming out of our mouth to make sure it's coming out correctly. I don't want to say shit wrong. But the motherfucker, see, you said. Nah, I want you to hear exactly what the fuck I'm saying.
I want to. The way that TFC load may slow down your son in the fight in the 12-round bout.
Again. You worried about that shit, I'm not. You worried about that shit, I'm not.
You're going to have to make some adjustments.
Listen to me. That's fine and dandy. I hope to God again, because I missed my opportunity. I made some money, but I missed my opportunity on him being the underdog last time. Please, rile all your Tio Fimo your Tio Maniacs, everybody else, have them rules for Tio. And listen, have the rules for Tio, make my son the underdog. I'm betting on the knockout. And I mean, I'm telling you what's going to happen.
No, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a great fight.
I think it's going to be a great fight. And if it happens the way you're speaking voice to this, you earn my respect, my man. It's simple as that. You know what I mean?
You already got the respect.
You got my but then we're talking about versus Tio for me, right? And I'm like, then I eat my words, and I tell you, like I told you right now, yo, I thought my dude was gonna take care of business, but damn, you did a good job. And that's it. Hey, your dude, the dude that was taking care of your business, was he putting more pressure on my son than he was putting on Rocha? Yes, it was different pressure. And this one, all the other stuff. It was no holds bar pressure that he was putting on my son.
It was cleaner. It was cleaner with Alexis.
Very clean. He wouldn't. So what does that tell you? He could not fight clean with my son. He couldn't do that. He couldn't fight. The referee was on his side, and the referee wanted a clean fight like that because they knew what they were looking for. Or his confidence was on a level that he thought he was gonna walk right through your son. No. The dirty shit he was doing. Listen, I'm a fighter, son. Mm-hmm. I'm a fighter. The desperate shit he was doing. The shit he was doing was desperation. He didn't want to get. He was feeling those shots coming in. He didn't want to get hit with that. With Rocha was hitting him clean to the face. He still stayed clean. Rocha was in him clean. Go watch the fight. Rocha was in him clean to his fucking face. He stood there like a man. He took it like a man. All he did with Rocha was give more than he get. He gave more than he gave more than he took. Simple as that. With my son, he was not willing to take those punches. The one thing that I observed that I fucking love from your son is his awareness. He was like, he never flinched. He saw everything how it was coming. His focus was there. And the other fighter that I kind of seen in that type of way is like the Shakur when he's in the pocket. And he was very self-aware of what was going on right there. Like, look at the damn focus on this. I was saying that on the live. Look at his focus. So watch this. So with that being said, nobody else brings that kind of fuck-ass pressure because it was bullshit. It wasn't even legal. He was handling the pressure, and it was not legal. He was handling the man's head in his face, man. He was handling the man's chin in his fucking neck and forearm. He took all of it. He took all of it in stride and never lost weight. He never complained to the ref. No, none of that.
It'll be a whole different type of fight.
Absolutely.
Stylistically,
Absolutely.
It'll be a whole different.
Absolutely. I completely agree. And I think it'll be a better fight for my son. Yeah, it'll be a better fight.
But you said better fight for my son. Clarify that.
Yeah, it's a bigger payday.
No, clarify that.
I'm throwing this shit. Yeah, it'll be a better fight style. It'll be a better fight stylistically wise for him.
In which he has the opportunity.
In like performance wise?
Yes.
Compared to Giovanni Santillana.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was smothering his work, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't so clean so everybody could see his full arsenal, even though that he knocked him out. But he didn't dictate. It was hard for him to dictate what he really wanted to do.
He was pretty much fighting off and trying to gain separation. He was pushing. He was having to push Santillana off the whole time. You know, because like I said, he kept mashing it. He didn't want to get hit. I look at things different. That's what I was telling you, man, when I said I'm cerebral with this shit. I look at things different. Like I told you with the Quentin Rounder fight, people are looking at my son's performance. I'm looking at Quentin Rounder like, why are you not fighting him like you fight other people? See, I look at shit different. You look at Santillana like, why are you not fighting him like you fight other people? See, there's a common denominator. They do not want to get hit with that shit. He stood toe-to-toe with Rocha, and he took those punches, delivered those punches, and he was just a better man that night. He was not willing to take those fucking punches.
Hey, yo, the same thing what you just said about your son and Giovanni is the same thing I've been trying to tell Mill City about Tio when he fought Jermaine Ortiz. When you see a fighter fight so differently than what he fights, it's something that he did to him or something that
the fighter makes you. The fighter changes you. I got another inside thing, but I don't want to throw a shot at nobody. This is a big name. This is a huge name that he made change who the fuck he was in the ring. You understand what I'm saying? But I like him, and I'm not going to throw no shots at him. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I see. I know the people I see. I watch them in the ring with this person, and I know how they act in the room with this person. It's the same thing. Everybody got a plan to get punched in the mouth, right? Okay, but when you get punched in the mouth hard, then it's like shit.
And I gotta see Tio get punched like that.
Yes, sir. He's never been punched like that. Who the fuck hit harder than my son cracking that hit Tio? Nobody. He has not been in the ring with a punch like my son.
I also want to see him get punched on Matias. I want to see how Matias.
I haven't seen your son be in the ring with a skillful fighter like Tio.
Mm-hmm.
Not even close. Not even close. And I'm ready for that.
Your son. You're gonna have to think.
I promise you. That day comes, we're gonna pump both sides of this shit. This fight.
Oh yeah.
Pump it up. Hey, look.
It's fire fight.
Tio. He got a ready-made fight. Tell him he don't even have to look for.
Matter of fact, I'm texting him right now.
Tell him he don't have to look for a fight. Tell him he got to fight in his fight. Tell him he got to fight in his fight. Fall out. Tell him if this fight fall out, just like Gio did. Call us. We with it. We with it.
Matter of fact, I just spoke to C like an hour ago. I just spoke to his father just an hour ago.
Have you brought him up, Doug? Have you brought us up to him yet?
Not yet. He was just talking.
See, I want to know.
He's in training camp.
See, I told them to do it already. See, I already told them.
See, what I want to know is how they feel about it. See, what we not trying to do, and I don't give a shit about ruffling feathers, but what we not trying to do is be a person, oh man, he crazy, he out here calling out everybody. No, we just believe in the skills that we have. We not here just run around reckless saying, oh, because he beat one fighter, he wanted. No, motherfucker, we want to test our skills. You understand what I'm saying? If you ask me what I think he'll do, I'm telling you my honest opinion of what would happen and what he'll do. And that's based on my experience, and I have the proof is in the results. That's backing up what I'm already showing you. He's never had a close fight. He's never had his only close thing at all was one punch that the same punch that Tio got hit with.
Now, I mean, look, sometimes fighters, and when you're in that level, you gotta have something that they want. And I think that your son got a legacy fight for Tio, so he should consider the fight like that.
Absolutely,
he's a super WBO. He could put himself in position to petition to be the mandatory to your son. So he has, and he could become a 3-division world champion. So
tell him my son is the weakest. Tell him my son is the weakest link. Come get it. He don't even got to get. He's gonna want to do it because that's what he's about. He's gonna want to do it because that's what Tio is about. Got to put a little bit of respect momentum. On it.
If he knocks out the Steve Claggett on the 29th, and with the performance of your son, that there's a great momentum.
What 29th is it? May or June?
June. I'm sorry, June 29th in Miami.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you guys can pull up. Maybe you guys can pull up. I'm just saying.
So what? From
Man, we here. Man,
Miami. Yeah, you guys got to go to all the fights. I asked his son about it if he wanted to go to the fight.
You gotta understand. Hey, look, just like Gio, we don't talk shit about fighters after we fight them or whatever the case. Just like Gio, I'm pissed off as I watched the fight and I see how much dirty shit he was doing on purpose, and I feel like he really could have hurt my son, injured him. We see too much bullshit. So I'm really, really mad about that, and I'm glad. I felt bad for him at first. I'm absolutely glad he got what he deserved now, because that shit he was doing was blatant, it was dirty, and it was fucked up. He could have hurt my son. I gotta ask you, Senior, how many times did you and your son practice that? Give me 1 second. I gotta give props. Real quick. But what we did do was we gave Gio thanks. Even after that, I told Joe Chiambo, I told David McWater on the plane, I thanked them 3, 4, 5 times for the opportunity. So let that be said. We would love the opportunity with Tio. You get what I'm saying? And after we beat him, I'm gonna think about the opportunity over and over and over again. Now, what was you asking me? I wanted to find out how many times did you and your son practice that pose after a knockout? Not one time. Yo, that was some gangster. That was all him, bro.
Hey, you should call David McWaters, bro.
Oh yeah, David
He's the manager of the Tio.
David McWater not gonna do that. He ain't gonna go for that. I forgot they had the same fucking manager. Yeah. He saw it live and in person. David McWater, I don't give a shit. Hey, listen, after that fight, bro, he's your best friend, right? He was upset. In the back. In the back when Tio was saying that, they had to take, Gio. They had to take Gio to the hospital on a stretcher. So in the back, as far as I understand it, but his face wasn't. I didn't see more. No, we talking about Dave McWater. Oh. To me, when I walked by him, I started to speak to him, but I ain't really. This is when it first happened. I saw his face. It didn't look more worried to me. It looked upset and like, I can't explain it, but it wasn't. You made him lose money, man. You made him lose money. He's in his feelings, bro.
Now, but one thing, I'll be honest. One thing about David McWaters, he does put their fighter through the fire, though. He does put because he fought your son. He does put his fighter through the fire.
Man, my son's last 2 performances and all of that shit, what y'all thought, just like what you saying, and he's not ready for this. How as boxing diehard, how do you even bring yourself to say that of what a person is not ready for? How do you even bring yourself? I wouldn't say that about no other way. You're invading the man's corner. You're his pops. You see what we are not gonna see, and then that's what I'm saying. There's nowhere in the world that we go into a fight saying what a man can't do unless I see it. Like with Gio, I watched so many fights with him. I told Neil City, that motherfucker don't have no feet and he can't pivot. I was correct. You understand what I'm saying? I told the things that he could not do because I've seen enough. You have not seen enough of my son against enough caliber opponents to tell what he can and what he can't do because you didn't see the adversity in it. With Gio, we saw him getting beat up off of this shit that he can't do. But hey, man, I digress. So you're saying that if you guys fight Tio, we're not gonna see you guys on the back foot running around, right? No. You gonna put no Jermaine OT? No Boston Marathon. No Boston Marathon.
I honestly see Tio doing it.
Yes. Nah. You've never been on a fight.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think.
You just said a minute ago we was on the phone and he's gonna be on the back foot and then that was gonna be dangerous because he's setting traps. No, being on the back foot is one thing. Running around is another. Setting traps. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, he's definitely gonna set traps.
He's gonna be on the back foot. No, we're not. I'm just trying to say we're not gonna do a Jermaine Ortiz Boston Marathon. No, I don't think that. I don't believe you will either. I don't believe that. Nah, we cool. All right. We got play, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a spectacular fight, man. We're ready for it. We surgical with it, man. We ready, man. We ready. I'm telling you, we're gonna blow it up. It's gonna be a massive fight. I tell you that. It's gonna be a massive fight. I'll do respect with the bantering and everything, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. I was told. Let me put this out there. Let me put this disclaimer out there. But I'm positive I can get this done. I was told that I can't make fights no more. That's what. No. But I'm positive I can make this one happen. I'm positive I can make this one happen. I think so. I think so, man. I think just it's lined up. Super dope. Stay in the limelight. Stay on social media. Yeah. I'm positive I can make it happen. Hey, look. Now y'all gonna have people. Now y'all gonna have people in their mama like. I don't know if y'all see. Have y'all seen all the boot shit lately, man? Man, it's crazy. Wow, my son win, and you have the Boots fan and everybody else. Oh, we had somebody come on the other day. It came on, and we're talking with sorry, not even a topic. Hey, all he wanted, man, you call out Boots. I'm gonna call out Boots. What is that? What the fuck is that about? Wait a minute. Can he enjoy his win? That's first of all. Second of all, we're being very transparent about what we're saying. Ain't nobody ducking Boots. Boots would have to call us, and we say no for us to duck him. And Boots call us out. Same precision. Boots has the which I've done. So y'all in the same precision. It's not like Boots is up here. No, but it don't even matter though. It don't even matter. If Boots was on the other end saying our name that he wanted to fight us, again, we would fight him. Out of respect for Boots, his father, out of common sense of experience, more fights, more cause like he had more learning and
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Man, that was a good one and a long one at that. And I'm done. I'm beat. I know everybody wants to keep talking, but I don't know. I don't know if I can continue. But I definitely appreciate all the love, everybody that's came on and just chopped it up with your boy as well. I had a lot of people on the panel today. Shout out to Brian Norman Jr. Sr. I said Junior Sr. Brian Norman Sr. And then also Jalil Hackett for stopping by as well. And everybody else. God bless. And until next, we'll see you guys soon. Might be back on a little bit later on Before Champ with Zab. But stay on the lookout, guys. I appreciate you guys. Yeah.